Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Steel Elizabeth Rises. Okay, guys, I come bearing oracles that are beautifully laminated. Oh, let me give you this while you got the machine out. That are beautifully laminated. Let me put this up here, child. That are beautifully laminated and trimmed, ready for my usage in my pics, y'all. So they all between my legs right here. So let me try to get myself together, y'all, because I'm not together, but I'll be together in a minute. Hope everybody has enjoyed their sleep last night, because I slept hard. I slept hard. So, hope you guys got y'all good old sleep on and rested up. And whether you're here in a little while or you're watching this on the playback, welcome, welcome, welcome. We fixing to get on in, friend. Oh, I got a lot going on over here. What was I supposed to do? My stomach is the main one in the way. That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay. All right. Whew. That's what I was going to do with the phone. So, you guys, let's give a round of applause and gratitude to Miss Diva. Thank you for getting the deck ready for us to go for the day. Gratitude. So she did it, y'all. She got on it. With her umpteen jobs that she do. And got on it. Okay. That twisting really be making me weird. Like, it makes me weak. It makes me weak. And y'all, I've been wondering why I can't find these in a whole bunch of different colors. I'm tired of just rotating colors. Laundering them and rotating colors. And I have two of these purple ones. One of them, the letters start melting off, so threw that one away. And so this is my last purple one. So what is she going to do? Just get me more of the same color? I wish they had different colors, like an orange. Different colors, because they're very comfortable. Okay, they're very comfortable. So, hold on, Elizabeth. You're doing too many things. You're going too fast. You're going too fast, Elizabeth. Okay, hold on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Come on. Come on. Get your life together. Get your little fan for your little hot flash. Your little hot flash is going. Just put it down now. You're doing too many things. Okay. That's what happened when that nerve pain kick in. I get a little discombobulated. So here I am, y'all. I'm back. Okay, let me clean this phone because it is disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. So it looks like our numbers is growing up again. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. The numbers is getting back in there. So let's get the money up there too. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. Looks like the numbers is getting back up there. So I just wish YouTube fixed my YouTube studio where I can see everything that's going on. You feel me? In real time. Because I've been here a while now. I'm not new to this. I am very much so true to this. So come on now. Let's start really popping it. Mama got a house to go get. Mama got a house to go get and healthcare to pay for. Them the two main expenses. Right there. And everything that it takes to run the overhead of a house. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Whew. Something in my eye, man. That's what I'm saying. All that kind of little stuff that be going on. So the channel song is Lady Gaga, Paparazzi. Okay. Okay. Ooh, child. All this out the way. Okay. It's a whole bunch of oracles down here between my legs. Let me get them. Got my little water from the talking. So I'm always having an eye irritation. My eyes be itching and irritated and shit. So that's annoying. All right, so let's get all these together. And I like it that my cards are just crudely made. You feel me? They are crudely made. Especially, this is the ones I'm talking about that are crudely made. The Kipper, Deeper Insight. So I tell her just, just put them together. Just get the message on there. Get them laminated. And she did just that for me. She wrote them up, y'all, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So let's put the cards where they must go. So, no real true downloads. Nothing that was on my mind, child. I was just really trying to stay pain-free as possible. There's a lot of more cards in between my legs that I'm trying to move out of the way. Okay, this is the Karmic ones. And where's those other ones, child? Oh, here they go. Which are the main ones I'll be using. Okay. Okay, so did I clean this? It didn't look like I did a good job. It don't look like I did a good job, child. Don't look like I did a good job. So let's do it again. Let's do it again, friend. Let's do it again, friend. I mean, the dust. The toxins that be roaming around in this air. I mean, that is going to be such a massive blessing to be in a space that doesn't have all this going on. Like this, it don't have all this extra shit going on. Toxic shit. Now we got a little bit more cleaner. All right. Okay. Still got some little limp lickers on there, but it's okay. It's all right for the most part. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, my cards that are what's the subject are meant to go with what's the core messages or meant to go with what's coming next. But the only ones I'll mix together is the core messages with the what's the subject. And so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing to see who is this Queen of Swords energy, what their problem is, and, do they need some counseling? Because obviously they love to continually to focus on what you got going on, boo-boo, and how you doing what you do and how you getting in with what you got to get in. See, that looks horrible, like a bruise. So I'm glad she tweaked that and fixed that. That's terrible. So sometimes there will be rejects. But at my company, based on me doing my own personal oracles, they are mine. They're not for sale. So therefore, it's okay for us to get the ones that are not the best looking. You know what I'm saying? See? That look like a whole front bruise. Okay? And then the some with the printer doing the colors all weird. But anyway, it's going to come together. So I just told her, yeah, so she tweaked it. That kind of looked like a cloud or like a marbling behind that, but it's okay. But these are horrible. These are horrible. Okay? So keep in mind, we channeled these the other day. I usually leave those up for a good amount of time, and then, they go down. So I'm expecting the numbers to go down again as I continue, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see how it's just dipping all the way to the 0 mark. I just don't understand. I feel like the YouTube studio need to be in real time or give me all the bells and whistles and features that everybody else is being given so I can see what's popping, what's going on. Okay, so boom, the Kipper Deeper Insight. Okay, remember we was needing to get those, so I'm so excited to get this one. The one we did yesterday will be now added in there. We got a Goddess of Love Oracle. We got a couple of more of these to add to their own pile, which is right here. Okay. So now you understand why I got to get that, I had to get that shelf over there in the counter. Can y'all see it? That little teal shelf. in that corner over there so I can get organized, baby, because I can't stand not having my stuff organized. We can't do it. So y'all have to take that light out of my eye for a little minute. I'm gonna adjust it in a minute. What else we got going on? We got several twin flames that got channeled. And we're going to add these to the twin flames. So I still have to come up with a system of organizing my cards. And I'm still working on it. And it's really just because it's like a feeling when you know you've grown out of your space. You know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, I was spoiled to have myself my own office in my apartment since I started working from home. It was more of a big deal, but then even before I worked from home, I like to not go to the work source and all this shit and have my own fax printer, everything I need right there at my fingertips. So I've always liked to have my own office slash library, type situation in my house. So this is pretty hefty. This is pretty hefty, baby. Okay, we've been doing it. And so that's why I got to get me some more of these, child. So if you guys would love to go ahead and help me with the ministry, then we can go ahead and do that. So look how much work has been done. Look at that. I'm so excited. I like it. So Ashley's going to have to get one of these. Ashley's gonna have to get one of these. Get me the box that had these in it, which is not over here anymore. But anywho, the truth incarnated, a divine reality, cosmic law, or ultimate truth taken on a physical, tangible form. So I feel like somebody that's operating in a reverse Queen of Swords is the person here that we're gonna be talking about. So let's go ahead and get them out. Let's go ahead and get them out. Let's go ahead and get out this person, and we're probably going to go into some archetypes. As well. Okay, so this person being a Queen of Swords, obviously if they salty like that, because this is not like a good fan base, this is not, anyway, the word fan is short for fanatical. Okay, so this sounds like some obsession. This sounds like possession. This sounds like a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and find her, put her here, and we're going to try to get into some archetypes. Okay, do not let me forget that, Spirit, please, and thank you. So we're going to start off with that. In the reverse, easily influenced, emotional, sarcastic, no presence of mind, careless, overly critical, cold-hearted, and pessimistic. That sounds like somebody that has a strong taste of covert narcissism. Okay, that's what it sounds like. We'll see what's going on with them. We're gonna try to see what's popping with them. We're gonna first start off with breaking down the Tarot's in depth meaning of the Queen of Swords. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, for those that don't know, so that's a nice little hefty little chunky chunk. So I'm still seeing that I'm having to get some. I gotta do it. I'm just telling you, I gotta do it. Girl, this goes with that other one. What you doing? Get that green. Get that green. Use that green, because that goes with them twin flames. Alright, and then let's start using some of these thicker ones too for these big old. See, that's why I bought these. Let's go ahead and get some of these on there too. Get that purple on there. Purple rain. Alright, there we go with a bundle like that there. Okay, so that's that karmic situation on there. And I'm seeing the shelving energy, and I'm really trying to get it together. I really am. I so am. Because I do not like to be unorganized. And I miss having my office space. And I've been contemplating it that, returning to it. I'm saying? Because I don't like not having my office space. But the problem is I need a means and the ways of putting my leg up. Straight up. And that's what caused me to stop being in my office space when I did have it set up. Because my legs would fill up with fluid and all of that. So this is the best way for me to function through the dysfunction. Okay? This is the best way for me to function through the malfunctioning. How about that? Let's make it make sense. So now we only have these two here. Breaking free of a strong and obsessed person. Oh my goodness. Before I even put the stuff up, they go with what's being talked about. The subject matter. Breaking free of a strong and obsessed person that refuses to let you go. A standstill regarding a family matter, an inheritance, or real estate project. Time to reassess the events. So we know we got to keep this one, right? Man, that's crazy. We'll go ahead and stick this one in. Let's stick it in right. Oh, these are. I was like, wait a minute. Are these even? Oh, that's that weird kind that she was using. That. See, this is some kind of matte lamination. So we ain't going to use that ever again. So we're going to put that in here. Okay. And let's go ahead and, I know I had some more, rubber bands. Where they gone? Now all of a sudden I need them to show up and they ain't there. Okay, let's do that. Let's do you over here. And I guess we'll just... What I was doing... Okay, this orange. Okay. I guess we'll use this one. Alright. Okay, so we got that organized. And look, we still got room for some more what's coming next. We still got room. So I need to at least give me about 3 more of these boxes. And yeah, we gotta get organized. Straight up. No lie. And what's this one talking about? The huge reset. Losing things that you value in some way. Going from 0 to 100. Going to the top of your craft. Game on. 9 of diamonds. That was that displacement, right? So, y'all already know this is a personal vlogging channel. As I teach myself, I'm also becoming the teacher. Okay? All right, as I continue to do this shadow work, okay? And I'm seeing right here in my, this is the Cards of Destiny yearly spread profile form that my daughter created. And for what I'm seeing now is I'm still in my Venus era. And this Queen of Swords is showing up in my Jupiter. It's showing up in my Jupiter. So it looks like that's what we're going to be talking about. That Queen of Swords and the Jupiter. I don't know what's going on, but we finna find out, child. That's why we showed up for work. So let's go and find Jupiter. And there we go. Jupiter is talking. This is material benefits. Okay. Now, because this energy, like I said, opposites don't be attracting. So that's a lie. I ain't gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna go ahead and protest on that one. Opposites do not attract, baby. No. So we gonna go ahead and put this into the bundle right here. Okay, and the whole goal of the whole goal of the gumbo is to make it real good and that it sells out all the time. So the Oracle card gumbo. Make it real good and it sells out all the time. Meaning like, shit, we did that. Okay, so we got that there. We got that there. And now let's go ahead and bundle these back up. Okay. Because I feel like it's something about to come out. And I don't even know if my mouth is ready for talking this much. Okay, fan, you got to go off because you make my mouth dry. Thank you. I appreciate all you do for me. Thank you so much. But I cannot stand fan air in my face. Never could. I don't made that even at all, Elizabeth. I don't think you did. This one got way too many cards. Is your eye twisted? Is your eye twisted? Oh, I keep on dreaming of this like customized shelving for my oracles. Customized shelving for my oracles. Like, oh my gosh, that would be such a gift. You know, I told you guys I like practical gifts, things that I can work, the things that I can use to better my my daily living. You know what I'm saying? Activities of daily living. So, but I ain't gonna lie, I am starting to feel a little old lady-ish. Just physically though, not mentally. Just physically. So let's go ahead and put this red one on here. This red on here. So I gotta buy some more of these because these are excellent. They're very, very, very thick and durable. So my daughter trimmed everything, just had them sitting over there on her table. So I seen them and I was like, let me ask because these ready. She's like, yeah, mama, they ready. I'm like, why you didn't tell me this whole time? I could have already did it. All right, so the work has been done. I'm trying to be very careful because this lamination is sharp. And them paper cuts, them kind of cuts hurt. All right. And now we got these. Let's see how they looking. All right. Okay. We got that going on. Did I not say, praise be to the Most High, to God be the truth? Where's the other things is? Oh, they right here. Girl, you just tripping. They right here on your foot. You just put them there. You ain't see yourself do that? Woo! I think this needs its own little bundle. So let's go ahead and use... Well, we got a little extra red one here, so let's use that. All right. Okay. I don't feel like we're going to be pulling nothing about Kipper today. You got to understand, whenever I work with the Kippers, ooh, they deep. They deep. They deep. So whenever I feel like the Kipper energy is settling down, I'll be like, can we breathe yet? Can we breathe yet? Can we breathe yet? Breathe yet? What else is going with this Queen of Swords in the reverse? So we're going to go ahead and put these what's the subjects together with these core messages. Oh, shit. Where's the rest of the core messages at? Oh, my gosh. I don't think they're in there, Elizabeth. I really don't. I think that they're over there. And it's very hot. And you just kind of got situated. Hold on. Let me see if they in here. Nope. I don't see nothing that say core messages. Oh, shit. They not in here. I had them in here. But I took them out. Oh, Lord. Let me ask my daughter to please give me the core messages. Along with, I know what it was. It's in the one with the Goddess of Love Oracle. So y'all notice I got on live again and y'all hear that more out there. Y'all hear it? I know y'all hear it. Told y'all. Now how come it wasn't out there before I got on live? That's what I'm saying. La 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 la. La 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 la. Whoo, Lord. Okay, so anywho. Oh, God, I don't feel good. Okay, so what was I about to do? Oh. We got the Queen of Swords. That sound like some rain. thought I heard a little rain. Okay. And we want the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Because we got the Queen of Swords in there, right? Y'all know that the shadow is like a stalker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your shadow, and it be feeling like it's stalking you. So, how I'm seeing that when it comes to another person that's operating like the paparazzi, watching your every move, keeping tabs on you, what you got going on, and love it when you do continue to get online. If you do have a social media situationship going on, is because that way they can always keep up with everything about you, everything you got going on, to the extent that it gives them some sort of a, like, what's that word called? Ease. Ease is their attention some kind of way. Hold on, y'all. That's what I was about to do. So we got to buy some more of those boxes for real, for real. Because I love it that they're clear, and they were actually meant to go this way, like boom, 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 and that's why we got those labels in the front. But we've been putting them sideways. And I do got room for at least 3 more up there. I see what I need right there. Like, it's literally right there. And I know if I get up, all that huffing and puffing and everything I'm gonna have to do. So I'll be patient. Cause it's I'm in a lot of pain, my joints and everything. Um this person is like the obsession, okay? Let's start by looking at the whatchamacallit, the song lyrics. Cause there's a certain part in there. It's a certain part of the lyrics of Lady Gaga's Paparazzi. First of all, it's several pieces. So the part where she says, "Need that picture of you. It's so magical." Got my flash on. It's true. Need that picture of you. It's so magical. We be so fantastical. Okay? That part right there. So this person is majorly heavily admiring your beauty. Even if you are somebody that's masculine, more masculine in nature, even if you're feminine, if you're a born vagina and you act more masculine, in this person's eyes, they love everything about you, right? But hate you too. It's crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah. Being a fan is short from fanatical. All right? It says, "I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me." Paparazzi. Baby, there's no other superstar. You know that I'll be your paparazzi. Promise I'll be kind. But I won't stop until that. And she says, "Boy is mine." So you just take out whatever you are and insert it there. Baby, you'll be famous. Chase you down until you love me. Baby, you will be famous. That right there. So this person, like I said, you to the degree that it's like obsessive, and it's like it's obsessive, it's possessive, it's depressive, because this person cannot have control over your autonomy. Okay, this person is blocked by divine authority. This person is blocked from picking your lock. This person is blocked from cyber like they're trying to do things in the ethers, because they can't just like come and stick a key in your door and come in and be like, "Okay, now I want to have my way with you." They can't do that, right? Thank you. You put them kippers up, babe. They can't have their way with you. So they trying to do it, what's that word, Kyle? Astrally or spiritually, where you can't see them. So here we go. Here's the core messages that I was talking about. Here they go.
You need your kipper bag.
My who?
Kipper bag.
Kipper bag. Oh, you can put that deeper inside back too. I'm not gonna need that.
Is it the
No, I don't need Kipper. That's a whole Kipper family. That's why you need to keep the Kipper family together. This Kipper with that Kipper, and that bag. That's the Kipper family. Okay? So you need to give them their own spot. And put that bag right there. That's right. Keep them all together. Keep them all together. There we go. Okay. Because it's a whole, you see what I'm saying? It's a whole family. So we going to go ahead and put these core messages. Y'all excuse me. Got all kind of shit coming on. As soon as I go on live, I got a burp, got this, got that going on. Don't make sense. Along with internal things causing me issues. Okay? So yeah, that's the parts of the song, you know. And I was like, especially when it says, you know, I won't stop until you are mine, type shit. And then I was just watching a Nigerian movie that was depicting some same type energy. I'm like, what the hell going on? So anyway, here's the card. Here's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords uses her master intelligence to help those around her. This is the Queen of Swords in the upright. The Queen of Swords uses her master intelligence to help those around her. Instead of using her sword to cut others down, she uses it to defend others. The Queen rules unbiasedly and commands the element of air to life into the world she lives in. Okay? You got the Queen. Unlike the charging Knight of Swords, the Queen is able to enact her vision while stationary on her throne. This position speaks volumes on her authority as she manages other people to do the work for her. Oh, okay. So this person could have actually been paying practitioners to do spell work on you, conjuring work, binding work, whatever the hell is, they want to call it. Because whatever they was attempting to do, it was not working. Or they felt like they wanted to come together in a group to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Calm and collected, the Queen reminds us not to be brash, but to be calculated in our intellectual pursuits. So I would consider myself to literally be in the Queen of Swords upright Virgo Libra energy, because all I do is get with the divine, pray, come into I'm hearing the word supplication. Prayer by supplication. What am I saying on it? Sometimes I can't breathe, and it's terrible. It really is. And so it also affects with my brain, which is why I can't wait for this nasty weather to be gone, and we can just like put not the nasty weather, because I haven't been outside in forever, but turn off this air conditioning, which is where all this pollution is pushing in from. A prayer of supplication is a humble, earnest, and specific request made to God out of a deep sense of need. There it is. That's all I do. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I was considering myself definitely a Queen of Swords in upright. Now, point 2 is talking about her crown. The crown that the Queen wears is a symbol of her authority on earth. Made with the butterfly design, the crown also illustrates the lightness of her mind. Not bogged down with details or chained to some previous traumas that is causing arrested development in this person who's operating in the reverse. Her mind is free and open to new ideas. Like, I'm literally looking, decorating and everything and manifesting my new home space with clean air. I can breathe, I can detox, I can, oh my gosh, like literally. Point 3, the butterflies. Where the butterflies at? Along her crown. Those are supposed to be butterflies. They don't really look like butterflies, but um along with her crown, the queen's throne. No, the throne has a butterfly. Oh yeah, there you go. My bad. I was like, that don't look like no butterfly. Down here, right here in her crown, in her throne. Along with the butterfly, there is a child's head. I'm jumping. Point 3. Along with her crown, the queen's throne has a butterfly design on it. Reiterating the qualities of the crown, the butterflies on the throne illustrate the dynamism of the sword suit through their metamorphosis. Point 4, the child's head. There is a child's head right there. Point 4, the child's head. Along with the butterfly, there is a child's head carved in the stone throne. This could represent the childlike innocence and sense of wonder necessary to wield your intelligence masterfully. So if you have traumatic childhood wounding that you refuse to acknowledge, or you make fun of it, you make light of it, then it's going to be counterproductive and counterintuitive for you to continue to try to do any kind of a spiritual manipulative practices. It's going to backfire in the worst way. Okay? It's literally like not raising a child in the ways in which they should go, no discipline or anything of that, and then you expected them to come out into society and be really well-rounded citizens. Are you serious? This could represent the childlike innocence and sense of wonder necessary to wield your intelligence masterfully. A child's head could also illustrate the subconscious part of our intelligence. Point 5, the 2 sickles. In between the child's head and the butterflies, there are 2 sickles carved in the stone. On a fundamental level, they represent the harvest. On a deeper level, they illustrate the moon and the matriarchy. So this sounds to me like a strong, distorted femininity of a person. This person's feminine side of their brain is very distorted and warped. Yeah. They can't stand a woman that is intrinsically strong in Christ consciousness. You know, it's just they're just innately strong. Like they're just innately. It's in the DNA. So on a deeper level, they illustrate the moon and the matriarchy. Some scholars point to the sickles' resemblance to the high priestess's crown as a reference to the queen's divine authority. See? You see what my title said? They're being blocked from entering in your energy by divine authority. Like it's your divine authority that's coming from within you that's spreading all around you. Okay? Point 6, the sword. The queen holds her sword in her right hand, and points it straight up. This illustrates her desire for truth and the moral backbone behind her intelligence. You see that? Moral backbone. So this person operates in this type of a, I am my own God. There is no consequences for anything that I do. Like, you feel me? While the previous court swords extended beyond the limits of the card, the queen requires no performances of her authority. She just is. In the upright, a queen of swords suggests that you are wielding the potential energy of that page and the kinetic energy of that knight. You exercise your intellectual mastery through listening and mediating. An upright queen of swords encourages you to trust your intuition in your creative projects, and you are going to be gaining valuable insights through communicating, articulating, and discerning and ordering and organizing your emotions and feelings. Somebody operating in the reverse still all means all the other things, but in a reverse energy, active energy, in the verb tense of the card, a reverse queen of swords suggests that your mental capacity is being clouded by your emotional needs and by the input of other people's emotional inputs, okay? and that you need to direct your focus inwardly. They need to do their shadow work. It is admirable to help others, but in order to do so, you must first help yourself. So don't try to counsel me if you ain't over there trying to get with yourself to say, my mind is all screwed up. I need some professional help. I think that is the most saddest aspect of a person's downfall, when they refuse to seek counsel or receive counsel. They refuse to seek it or receive it. So when they get in a rock bottom position in life, which means there's no other way but up, okay? They want to, oh, woe is me, and everybody else is the fault on why I am in this position. And so once again, my famous oracle that says, take accountability for how you played a part in what you deem is your demise. If you consider it as a demise, this is wrong. Why is this happening to me? If you deem that it's a demise, how did you take a part of it? How did you participate in it? So a man that's operating in a distorted, toxic, feminine side of their brain obviously went through something very traumatic in childhood and chose to internalize it as good. But yet he can't help but to react to women in a most hateful, distasteful way overall. He may start off sweet, nice, kind, full of, good laughs and cheer and great conversationalist, but that's just the grooming phase. You see what I'm saying? So literally, like, take time. This person has this person. We talking about the person in the reverse, Queen of Swords. This person needs to take out time to meditate and relax. So then when they call them, and this is so crazy because this person always say shit like, I'm not trying to hurt, harm, or anyone. I'm not doing anything negative towards nobody. All I do is try to help people. What? I should have screenshotted it, but I don't have to. We're going to go ahead and Google it. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. Let's go ahead and Google it. And we're going to be Googling spiritual meaning of, excuse me, narcissism. Spiritual narcissism is a pattern where a person uses religion or spiritual beliefs or spiritual practices to feel superior, special, or more enlightened than others. Instead of growing in true humility, that's what the shadow work does for you. Their ego, y'all know I've been talking about that spiritual hijacking. Their ego hijacks their spiritual path to feed their need for praise and control. See, the key word is control. When this person feels like they're out of control of another person's free ability to choose how they're going to act and how they're going to be in life overall, and especially cutting them out of the equation, this person has the tendency to say, you know what? This has been happening to me since I was in my youth, and I don't like it. And I don't feel like that person should have the right to try to cut me out, even though I stole out of their fucking purse, even though, I told them I would give it back. I tried to come back and give it back, but the person want to be holding on to principle. It's the principle of it. It's not a big deal. I just took $20 because, they were asleep, and I was going to I needed some gas and everything. So I just took $20 out of her wallet. It was no big deal. I was going to give it back to her when I got paid on Friday. It is the fucking principle of it, because you should have woke her up and said, babe, I don't get paid till Friday. I'm strapped. Can I get some gas money? Right? If you just laid up with her and laid her out, she all knocked out sleep to where she ain't even alert that you walking around the house getting ready to leave, then, what's wrong with you waking her up and making sure she's alert and knowing that you really need, some gas money? If you did a good service, that's how you carry yourself anyway. Like you give, Whitney used to, you give good love, then she wouldn't be mad giving you a $20 tip. That's how I look at it. That's how I would behave if masculine, if that was the case. I'm like, oh, okay, hand me my purse right there. And I'm gonna give you $40. It depending on where I am financially, I'll give you $100. 50. I'm really not that person on that bullshit that a lot of people think that I would be on because it's all they dealt with. That's what's sad about it. But anyway, it's my protection. It's my protection. That's all the way I can look at it. It's always been about my divine authority and protection. Cause I don't be worshiping. If this was a whole stack of goddamn money, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, okay, so what I need to be done? What we need on groceries? Okay, yeah, get that in order. Okay, that other bill was paid. That's paid. Okay, well, in a minute when my pain calm down, I'm gonna have to find me another phone because this phone right here jacking all the way up. So damn, I gotta do that shit. And then what else that need to be done? Okay, yeah, go and get you what you need. That's exactly how I am, 100%. If this was a stack of hundreds, you see what I'm saying? Also, okay, so I need to get that bariatric rollator. I need to do this. Okay, the doctor fee gonna be that. Okay, so I'm straight. Okay, let me try to rest. So okay, what's happening on transportation? Okay, we just still doing the Uber. We pay for the elite package now, so we'll always get SUVs and stuff. And I gotta be in a little bitty baby ass cars. You know, we big girls. Okay, cool. All right, cool. You see how everything that I called out is about my needs being met, and I spoke about what's gonna happen in the immediate about trying to find a new Bluetooth. That's gonna take time. I need to try to get my body stabilized so I can get out and go do it. Even if I'm in a handicap apparatus, you know, it can't be no walker because I will fall. So, you know, that's what if this was a stack of hundreds and this is another stack of hundreds and that's 100. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna use it for what I'm a good steward of what the Most High gives me. So I'm not like that. I'm not. Oh, let me showboat. Let me floss. Let me. I don't give a fuck about none of that in real time. You see. So if my man friend gave it to me real good, he didn't give me no diseases and no babies and nothing shit I didn't ask for, and he telling me he needs something. What you need? Okay, get all up out my pocketbook. You don't need to be in my stand over there. You tripping. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Yeah. What you getting all happy for like you my little son or something? Calm down. This ain't nothing but some white men that's dead on this paper. Take that. Handle your business. All right, bye. Real talk. I love myself, baby. I love myself. Real talk, baby. I am not like the others. I'm not like the others, baby. Hello? 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 What God got for me is for me. What the Most High has already set up in the plan is for me. Nobody can come and steal that, take that, or try to hijack my abundant mindset. That's the point. My abundant mindset. That's what you fail to realize. You can't distort or control because I'm not attached to worldly shit like most people that person will come in contact with is. Will blow that person fucking mind. It'll be like, oh my god, I apologize. I never should have. I don't know why I did that. I mean, I lied about this. I lied about that. I apologize. Like, you don't owe me the apology. Get your life together. Get your spiritual man in order. Get it in order. That's what I'm saying. He would think that I would want that. All that crying and boohooing. I apologize. No, not if it's not sincere. But because the hand of the Most High has slapped your goddamn ass to, I mean, whoa, shit that a woman couldn't even touch you deep enough to get you to change your fucking ways and your mind about things, the Most High can. And in due time. You see? And so there's a sense of jealousy. Major jealousy, like it's in my heart. It's in my blood. It's running through my veins. It's not something you can hijack, man. Come on. What is the fuck is up with y'all with that bullshit? You can't hijack it. I try my best to keep things more lately, to keep things more leveled off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very exhausted. My body is like, oh my God. So, you can't, okay? You just can't take over. It's just not possible. You continue to keep trying, and oh, I did a spell about such and such, her beauty. I did a spell about her beauty. I did a spell. I know about this and that she going through, so I did a spell to utilize the demonic force of the da 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 da, and then I mixed that with the blah 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 blah, and then I put it all together, and then I put my thoughts and my intentions in it, and I look, I think it's working. I think it's working. Can you imagine how much energy that takes for you to consistently be thinking of somebody else's demise? Do you know how much work that takes in your mental, in your physical, in your vessels, in your cells, in your physical body? That's how my mind works. Huh? It said instead of growing in true humility. See, when that person wants to humble themselves, and I apologize, none of that shit moves me. I remember back in the day, that would move me. I'm crying too, like, oh my God, it's okay, it's okay. Now it's like I'm just like ice. But it's like a different type of a heart space of being on chill mode all the time. It doesn't mean that you don't have empathy or anything like that. It's just that it's like when a person has worked so hard to tear you down, like how what no, go in peace. I look at it like this, okay? I have a vision of like this person coming to the gate of the what do you call it? The castle, right? And they're at the gate, the guards at the gate, and they're pleading, they're pleading, they're pleading. And they're pleading with the guards, pleading with the guards. So they went all these different chains and ways of trying to get my attention. So finally, I say, okay, let them in. They come in, and let's say, this is a movie type situation, right? They whoever I don't know the titles, but whoever the person is that comes to communicate with you about the person is there, like your assistant, but this is like back in those days, like you a queen. That's the people that work for you. They come tell you. So you're like, okay, I'll meet them in the parlor or whatever, you go in there and they're all apologetic. They're on the ground. They're on the floor, prostrate, like, with their hands out, like, and you're like, have a seat, and you like something to drink, the person's disheveled and everything. They haven't eaten and stuff. They feel, and it's like coming into your energy, coming into your power like that anointing. They instantly feel their digestive system get to working again, and they do feel the salivation going on in their mouth. They're salivating, and they would love to eat. They want to eat. So you let them get food into them, and then you tell them, hey, eat, we'll talk later. You let them get their food on. You even let everybody else get them bathed good, get them in some clean good clothes and stuff, and then you ready to have the meeting with them. See, do you see how I broke that down? That's literally how I would handle it, And then so now you're not in such a desperate beggar position. So that's the way that you treat people with honor, integrity, and respect, because you empathize that if that was you, how would you want the person to treat you that you would come in to beg for forgiveness? And so just in that authority, that divine authority, you are transmuting the entire situation. That's the glory of the Most High that radiates through me. So I don't play like that. I don't play these little silly ass games. I don't play like that. I don't got time for it, and I won't make no time for it. So that person will not have to be begging and crying to me and all that. No, just do right. That's it. Do right. As a divine judge, I would be like, okay, well, what's the case? What happened? Okay, so they have to go and feed the hungry. They have to go do things like that, because that is an instant way of healing a deep traumatic wounding of a transgression against another person. Because that's it's always a reflection on how deeply you are hurt. It is. That's why I try to approach this person so many different ways. of like communicate, like breathe, But I'm not gonna play these little games like, oh, let's get together, let's just not talk about the heavy stuff. I'm gonna come over to your house, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna sit with you. Like, no, 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 no. The example I just gave is that I'm already that queen on that throne in that empire. Did you see the example that I gave? The movie script that I just wrote down in this basic aspect of 3D shit. No, we ain't doing all that. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Totally not. Totally not. So it changes based on your what level you at. What else is going with this Queen of Swords in the reverse? It's my cards. Okay, right side up. Mmm. How did I know? Five of Pentacles. How did I know? Oh. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Mine says Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ten of Diamonds. I don't see a Five of Diamonds on here. I'm still at the same status, right? Still at the same status. Still haven't got the right professionals in line for my medical stuff. Still, you know what I'm saying? Still at the same position. But again, this Queen of Swords is in the reverse for this person. My shit is showing here. And we're going to go and read about it now. Just wait a minute. And it's in Jupiter. So let's go ahead and get what we got. We got Page. Let's do my other cards. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always have two different decks. Whew, now I got heartburn, child. Ooh, shucky ducky quick. I got heartburn, heartburn. So we got Queen of Swords. Upright. Page of Pentacles. Also upright. And then that's for the bird card. And then we got Ten of Cups, Ten of Diamonds. This is Jupiter. This is Jupiter energy. So this person is going to get people to do tarot readings or whatever of the kind of divination they may do. They keep on showing this person, oh yes, she's coming into more and more abundance as she consistently work on transmuting. I heard MK Ultra tactics. That's what I heard. The music is playing. Paparazzi. There it is. Okay, so that's what's in my Jupiter. Right there. Okay. There you go. This person is showing up as Queen of Swords in the reverse. Five of Pentacles. Get one more. Or two more. Because I've been doing things in twos. I went down from the threes to the twos. Sunshine, you brighten my life. Sunshine, you make me feel alright. You brighten up the corners of my mind. Yeah, that's that baby face. Okay, so we got the sun here. Ooh, what that was. What that was that came out and turned like this in the horizontal. Fool. The fool card. Okay. All right. I'm your biggest fan. All right. What else we got here coming out at the core messages? Calling elements of fire for love's compassion. Water for the soul's purification. Air for the flow of communication. Earth to ground me to ground me in the healing protections and provisions of my ancestors. This water always do this shit to my throat. My guardian angels, the cosmic elders, and the divine feminine spirit that created us all. I call in the councils of the highest white light to make these messages plain. Make these messages crystal clear in Christ's consciousness. Jesus' name, also known as Yeshua, the real one. What we got here is, what's the core message? He appears to be in control on the outside, but struggles deeply with emotional vulnerability and empathy. This is the King of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Cups in reverse. I can't make it up if I try to. Ooh, this damn water always make me feel like that. Where's my baking soda water at? So I put baking soda in there. I can't drink it. Okay? I can't make it up. So, I was in... Even with the Five of Pentacles coming out, I can't make it up that this person is operating in a perpetual state of retrograde motion. What's this one here? A reminder that true abundance... I can't make this shit up. A reminder that true abundance requires a balance between saving for tomorrow and enjoying today. How do I make it? He may want to know. I'm just very practical as I go. I'm just very practical. I just don't spend money on shit that doesn't matter. Yes, you have to have your home comfortable to a degree, but I'm so, like, if I got $200, I'm going to be like, okay, what is needed? What is absolutely needed? Okay, you need deodorant? How much is that deodorant? Okay. What else we need? Toilet paper. Okay, we need bulk. We need bulk of toilet paper to last for a certain amount of time before we get this other money to get the bigger bundle that we get. Okay, what else we need? No, we stacked up on soap. We don't need no soap. Okay, you need that certain toothpaste, the fluoride free. Okay, get that. See? So it's such a beautiful way of running your household and helping your family stay in a perpetual state of abundance because they do not have any lack. You see what I'm saying? So let's say I was the one that needed the fluoride free toothpaste from my mouth. Ashley wanted some deodorant. We both need toilet paper. That's $200. $200. Okay, so then you have to have the ability to know where to shop at. And when you are divinely orchestrated in how you live your life day to day, people will always be wondering, how do you do what you do? Because you yourself, in my human, what is it called? The hologenetic profile, I'm a manifestor generator. So just imagine if my entire life, I was destined to have a certain lifestyle, but due to everything that was all involved with getting me to the point of no return, that I had to hit rock bottom, and I'm talking about mentally. Because everybody around me was there to steal from me, to take from me, and not put back. So mentally, I had a mental breakdown like, no. I said no. And when I said no, and I actually operated, and I put the actions of boundaries, All that they had to be living off of came back to me. Him, her, everybody came back to me. And I'm talking about energy, pure energy. So what will happen to that person, such as an ex-husband? Cannot function. Here's where they try to keep a noose over your neck, around your neck, or a leash on your neck. It's because you feel you are responsible for a grown ass motherfucking man not actually operating like a grown ass man supposed to, that don't have diagnosed mental disability, mental retardation, anything like that. They don't have no diagnosed situation like that going on with them. So why is it that that's some bullshit? And even using an illness, using your illness, yes, it's documented, yes, but you're using the illness. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, can you imagine? Shadow work 100% hands down is all about curing, not curing as in what's that word called, emptying it all together from my vessel, but curing as in curing bacon. I don't even know what that process entails, but I'm hearing my higher self say it's like curing meat, curing it. Let me look it up. Cause that's what it's like. But what I'm trying to say is that the foundation has been torn down, broken, breached, so to the degree that the resentment was the only thing that was going to propel me forward. My anger has always propelled me forward. That's that Queen of Swords in the upright. Curing meat. That's what I'm going to look up. What is it? Curing meat. That's what it's like. It's not getting it out altogether. Yeah, preservation. Thank you. Yeah, here you go. Preservation. Meat curing is an ancient food preservation method using salt, sugar, nitrites, and or nitrates to draw out moisture, inhibit bacterial growth, and enhance flavor and color. It's done through dry curing, rubbing with a salt spice mix, or wet curing, brining in a salt solution, and is used for products like bacon, ham, and salami, often followed by smoking it for added preservation of flavor. And the process creates an inhospitable environment. That's it right there. Inhospitable environment. I probably need to write this shit down. Yes. What does it mean to create? Copy. Hold on, y'all. I knew we was going to get into it today. So I typed in the spiritual meaning of creating an inhospitable environment. From a spiritual perspective, creating an inhospitable environment represents a deep manifestation of internal misalignment, fear, and a desire for control. The physical or emotional spaces we build around ourselves always reflect our current state of consciousness. Here is the breakdown of the spiritual meanings behind this type of behavior. A fractured inner state. External chaos or toxicity mirrors a chaotic, unhealed inner child or inner world, filled with unresolved trauma. The illusion of control. Okay. Hostility is often used as a defense mechanism to keep others away and protect the fragile ego. Spiritual disconnection. That's the one I'm looking for right there. So I disconnected from the energy vampires. Yeah. Spiritual disconnection. Creating friction shows a lack of awareness that all living things are energetically connected. Okay. Energy vampirism. Heavy toxic environments drain the life force of others. There it is. And it was all about a karmic backlash. And that's what I'm trying to say. Block manifestation. I took my shit back. And what slowly started coming back to me is my ability to take care of myself and look after myself and make myself a priority. And my child, of course. Emotional imbalances, suppressing your emotions, neglecting or intentionally sabotaging your own well-being. Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh. So now, as for this 52nd year right here, we're heading into the Queen of Cups in the upright, by way of the Queen of Swords in the upright. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody got time for it. Is there a Queen of Wands on the board? No, it's a powerful Queen of Swords and King of Swords. So it's healing the masculine and the feminine and being very successful at it. That's right. Here it is again. Queen of Cups in reverse. So the whole point was for me to heal by all means necessary. Okay? So this Queen of Swords in reverse is now being followed by all these, true abundance. There we go. All these Queen of Cups in reverse. So we got the Five of Pentacles. So I love it when they showing me when it's time to take it off the other person and focus on the self. And that's what I have become very what is this? Because what the hell? Why is it all around the lid? Which is what I have become very astute in doing. And that is transmuting dark negative energies around me that be trying their best to try to take out my life force. So that's how folks be trying to destiny swipe with you. Because if they could actually take you out and then wear your spiritual clothing. See how they go? That's the goal. Let me move you out of the way. But what they never vouch for or plan for is the fact that I will not be attacked. I would not be attached to material, And so what happened was they did not become abundantly rich, like in the tangible materialistic aspect of life, right? So everything that they thought they was taking from me, and the fact that, look, Mercury and Taurus, everything that they thought they was taking from me and actually going to build up any wildest dreams that they may have had on my energy, guess what happened? You had the love of Taurus through the mind. Your mind had to be balanced. Your mind had to always show improvement. Okay? And so that's when we get into talking about the languages of love. So if you did not know a Taurus's love language with a strong mercurial Gemini presence, which is in Saturn, come on. You were destined to lose because you weren't going to be able to speak in the love language that this Taurus needs to keep trusting for you to come in the energy, to be up close and in person, to be touchy-feely. That's what closed the person off. It had nothing to do with just strictly the logistics of what happened. It was this person's inability to communicate without showing foul intentions. So this person might try to play the role of, like, I just want to come over and spend some time with you, right? I just want to see you. But they can't keep it going. So they'll blurt out some shit like, I want to fuck. They'll just say some shit like that. Yeah. Karmic backlash. Happens every time. This shit ain't new. This shit been going on. So let's go ahead and get that Queen of Swords in the reverse. Because we ain't going to spend long on this energy. You know what I'm saying? I really did like the other day when I did the subject matter. And another thing that these can be mixed with, I just thought about this, each one teach one. That's another thing. Not mixed with, but used. I see these two can be mixed until we get way more what's the subjects, and then it'll be on its own. That's how I usually do it. See, that has a nice little bulk, so we keep that by itself. Let's see what this each one talking about while I type in this Five of Pentacles over here too. Well, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time, y'all. I love it when they show me that, okay, time for the title. Queen of Swords in the reverse and Five of Pentacles. And sometimes whatever the title is already there, that's good. That's good. That's good. Queen of Swords in the reverse and Five of Pentacles. The upright. Cook it. And let's see what we can get with each one. Teach one. Because this person refuses to learn. This person refuses to learn. They really think they got a lot of more time to play in High Priestess's energy. Let's get it. Each one, teach one. Two of them jumped out. All systems through the body, through nature, and through society seek to achieve balance. All systems through the body, through nature, and through society seek to achieve balance. See, how can we make it up, man? This is a core message. This is Queen of Cups in reverse. Core message. Emotional imbalances, suppressing their emotions, neglecting and intentionally sabotaging their own well-being. Queen of Cups in the reverse. All systems, so they do this through all systems, their body, through nature, and through society. And now they wonder why they going through these legal ramifications. Well, that's what happened when the order is being put in for you to get, it's time for you to come on and get this judgment. Guess what happens? You got to go to court. So spiritual court happens in the heavens, and now something manifests in the 3D that you got to go see to. So there's always, where there's a will, there's always a way. The Most High wants to get your attention, there's always a way to do it. Promise you this. Promise you this. Make sure you give me my 2-piece for $1.99, because I'm always going to give my 1 cent. Hey. So we got this Five of Pentacles here, right? With this reverse Queen of Swords. The reverse Queen of Swords represents miscommunication, harsh judgment, and mental fog. Upright, Five of Pentacles signifies financial hardships, isolation, or a feeling of being left out in the cold. Together, this combination is warning against letting stress distort your communication or isolating yourself during a tough time. So that's why I tell y'all, I see how this was always meant for me to showcase me doing it in time, speaking on, talking on. I tell y'all the background of how I was trying to get cognitive behavioral therapy, which I like to just say overall is talk therapy, right? And through the MHMRA here in Houston, Texas, they attempted to try to put me on some type of drug, and stated that every week I need to come have my blood drawn just so they can see how things are going in my blood, you know, with my systems and everything. And it was all going to be free, child. They had me fill out a declaration of indigency. Basically, Five of Pentacles. Prove you got Five of Pentacles going on in your life, okay? Show them that. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was like a 1-sheet piece of paper. And sign it that, you know, you have, you know, you don't have no extra massive flow of money. And they know that anyway, because why would you be at MHMRA? And all this should be designed for them to even point you in that direction. Okay. So, of course, Elizabeth didn't do that. So when I opted into the cognitive behavior therapy or talk therapy, the lady tried to play me. Talking about, well, I can meet you at the Burger King. She wanted to come literally to my apartment. We was in the other apartment. She wanted to come to that apartment. And that's when, you know, I was just detecting the mold and shit. and everything. And I didn't want to be in my damn apartment. So I still was able to get up and drive my vehicle and stuff and get out. So I don't want to sit in this damn apartment. Why can't I come to the office where it's a profession, supposed to be professional environment, and have these, because I was really at my wits' end wanting to get away from that man. Like, it's over with, dude. So I knew my mind, if I snapped, I already knew some consequences would be on me. And thank praise be to the Most High that I was gifted my daughter. So therefore, everything I do to curve my mindset of tearing shit up for myself, and I always consider everybody that's involved. So the first person I considered was my daughter over myself. So I knew I had to keep steady, keep breathe, right? And my daughter was well aware of the majority of the shit that I was going through in that house with that man, right? Because she was there majority of the time and privy to the conversations. So based on that, the lady was like, "Okay, well, I can just come to your house." I said no. So she claimed that they could not have anybody at the office because something about the offices wasn't ready yet, or that's not really their office that they're in, and that some type of dumb shit didn't make no sense. So then she was like, "Oh, well, I mean, is there like a restaurant nearest you, like maybe a Starbucks? Cause think about how Starbucks is made. It would have made more sense to go to a Luby's nearest my house to have a conversation. But what's the likelihood it ain't gonna be busy that day and it's gonna be a lot of people in there? But usually the Luby's is not super busy, packed with people, and it's always like a corner you can go in and get to a booth and everything and chill. And we done sat in there, had our meal, and still sitting there talking. I done went to the bathroom, they went to the bathroom, we still talking. And usually like, well, the next time, like, child, let's go. And then we're gonna get ready to leave. We letting our food out, just all that. So I've had a lot of good conversations, long conversations, by having Luby's and then still sitting there. But the point is, she said a Burger King. So at this rate, I'm realizing this lady is some bullshit going on. So that's how that counseling did not happen. I told you guys about the other counseling through the Harris Health with the little Asian man that looked like the man from Hangover that jumped out the car to me. "You trying to fuck on me?" He looked just like him, but he was fat. And how he was like gay, and so he trying to communicate with me about a heterosexual relationship with a man. Like, what? Like, I don't respect that. First of all, I bleed. I got ovaries, all that. I'm going through premenopause right now. So that was coming in my future. So for him to be sitting up there acting like he bleed too, he got hormones, and that's disrespectful. That's what you will not do. You will not do. It's disrespect my DNA that already gives me the right and the authority to act how I'm gonna act, and what's the word? Communicate my feelings about a man as a woman. And I didn't like that old sassy ass way he was trying to, I don't do that. I just feel like when the men are gay, you should not disrespect women, period, because you will never have a vagina, a clitoris. You ain't gonna bleed no blood clots. You ain't gonna have no big head ass babies. You ain't gonna do any of that shit. So please stop acting all sassy like you motherfucking get all kind of goddamn woes that women go through. I hate that. I really abhor that shit. Not saying that I got a problem with men that are gay, but when you get to being too fucking sassy and shit and all this flamboyant, toxic flamboyant shit, I hate it. And that's how that Asian man was acting. So I politely, after the little session was over, he never saw me a motherfucking again. And I guess he only get paid if he really started having some so-called patients. And Elizabeth wasn't going to be one of them. So that's what happened with me attempting to get therapy outside of what I do here. But I've always been counseling everybody else on their shit. It must have been time for me to start doing that for myself. But being, public with it. That's still the part that just like every time I say it, I'm like, I don't understand why I had to have it like this. I could have recorded this shit into a little tape recorder and played it back, like, to hear myself talk or whatever. I don't know. But this is how it was designed. So if you feel like therapy is something that is like black people don't go through therapy, like, what the fuck you talking about? All the trauma that black people that went through, why the hell would you say something so ludicrous like that? We the main ones that need therapy. It should just come with the fact that we black when we born. It should just come with it. A lifetime of top-notch spiritual therapy. It should just come with it. It should part of your birth package. reparations, and everything you need for mental health, all that. I promise you, I know what I'm talking about. Because it's the motherfucking truth. And it's going to remain the truth. So with that being said, this person does not feel like they need psychological evaluation. Okay? So they don't like it when you try to give them your 1 cent about their situation. So I said all of that to say this, that I even attempted to assist this person by giving this person information because they alluded to that the roof is falling in and they're going through something legal. Now, I don't know how the fuck that's supposed to tie in together. I don't know how that's supposed to tie in together because unless you did not pay rent because you need to fix my roof. Look at my roof, so I cannot pay you rent. I've had to sleep here, sleep there. I can't be in here with Woo. And so there's something legal going on. I don't know. But this is how the person chooses not to actually talk about things that regular people go through every day. Regular meaning as you ain't got to have crystals on your neck, organize any of that shit. Nothing like that. You just a human going through anything in life can throw at you. Can see how, wait, somebody got information. Let me see. Let me see what they talking about. But the fact that the person did not respond, he didn't respond to nothing that I was asking him. That further showed me, like, dude, do you not realize who you are dealing with? That the other side of this trying to be communicative to handle the biznai, once that is done and over with, there is no communication. As I said to the person, yeah, I'm gonna still communicate whatever the fuck I need to articulate on my channel at any given time. But it has nothing to do with want to be with you. He ain't got nothing. I've been keeping that so firm the whole time. That ain't never swayed. Whatever ways that I had to throw out a little bait for a motherfucker to just show his true colors, it never fails. He always fall for it. Always fall for it. You got to give them a little ammunition. You got to, since they trying to always shoot guns at you, you got to give them some ammunition. Free ammunition. They always fall for it and take it. But like, shit, ammunition high as fuck. Shit, free ammunition so I can shoot you. Shit. I mean, damn. I get to, attack you for free. Like, what the fuck? Shit, hell yeah. That's just how asinine these motherfuckers think. And they fall for it every single time. So I knew right then that this was another thing that you need to throw out there. Let me tell you what sometimes you'll find yourself dealing with, ladies. Is a masculine to throw some shit out there that he going through for you to fix it. Is with this particular man, it's the most sickest way of trying to get a woman's attention to nurture. It's like, dude, why would that make me sexually aroused by you acting like you don't know how to rationalize what you're going through? And the reason that he refused to tell me details or even answer my question as if he didn't need the help is because it's going to be taken apart just by me asking certain questions. It's going to prove you lying about something. I don't even know why you blurt that shit out your mouth. Keep it to yourself. You don't got to give me no 411 why you got to get off, why you trying to get off the phone because I'm talking about shit that you really don't want to deal with. Don't give me excuses why you got to get off the phone. Because why you keep acting like I'm trying to talk to you on a leisure, lovey-dovey ass type of way. Please stop. Please stop. You didn't know how to, this man didn't even know how to keep up with that level of the relationship or the situationship rather. He didn't even know how to keep up with that. That basic level of like, how you doing? How you feeling today? Was you able to get some sleep? Well, that's good. Well, I told you I was willing to come and rub your back, rub your legs and stuff. Even if you trying to push up on some vagina, what? Oh my gosh. So when I say the behavior is disgusting, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It is disgusting. So you can imagine the flip script of that, or when he turns it on for a female that is unsuspecting of who he really is, he turns it on, the fake, how you doing? How did you sleep? Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't eaten such and such place in a while. He turns down the hypercritical shit that he likes to do later on when he feel like he done kind of got his hooks into you. Okay, so you may say, yeah, I ate lunch and shit. I got the itis and stuff, and I fell asleep. Oh yeah, what you eat? Oh, I had some Chipotle. Oh, now he wants to criticize. He can't help himself to want to criticize, but this is a new female, so he can't just immediately start with that weird shit, right? Because other females, like myself, has told him that he has a tendency to do that shit. So he been mindful of that. To where the new female, he don't do it right away. He can't help it. It makes him like start itching, like hives, when he can't sit up there and chastise her in a way like father knows best and be telling her, yeah, that ain't really good for you and everything. If you are gonna have meat, you need to at least try to do the brown rice. The white rice is not good for you to be eating. You should do the brown rice. He ain't gonna do that right away. But she loves Chipotle, so eventually down the road, she's gonna be like, man, I'm craving me some Chipotle so bad. Oh my god, I want something so bad. And like, oh, you need to stop eating that. You need to get off of that meat. You need to. That's when it's gonna come out of his mouth. What you got to do and what you need to stop. And like what? So that shit never worked with me because this dude is a regular smuggler, bust down ass, thug ass nigga, is what he really is. I see right through that faking spirituality shit. I see right through it. So that never worked with me. I'd be like, what? The main way I got him to stop talking to me about my diet and different shit is I said, but you eat vagina, but you got a problem with somebody eating chicken? Well, that's different. No, nigga, that's 10 times worse. 10 times worse. That chicken is not doing it with a dirty penis. That chicken is not finagling with a dirty body that's full of diseases. Sexually transmitted ones. That chicken ain't doing that. Regardless of what they talking about condoms in the chicken. That chicken ain't doing that. So that's... Shut up. Woman, you're so mean. I'm not fucking mean. I'm saying that you stop blurting shit out your fucking mouth trying to critique me. And initially it threw me off because I wouldn't expect no regular smuggler ass black ass man to be saying shit like that. It threw me off. It would throw me off. And that was the thing that he loved to practice, doing shit to throw me off. Had me in my feelings of like defensiveness. That's what he does. That's what he does. So certain females, if they come off defensive at the gate, he ain't gonna deal with them. He ain't gonna deal with them because they defensive at the gate. He'll deal with them in a sense of if they play this role like they just overly sexually aroused and everything, and he'll try to tap into that. He didn't go through that with me either. That's what's crazy. It's like, dude, I pinpoint every fucking thing about you. How? Because I studied your ass from the day one. I don't gotta tell you play by play this and that, this and that, this and that. I'm supposed to be all pretty and you thinking I'm naive. That's part of my my secret weapon. I'm supposed to look so pretty and sweet and you don't even know. I've been peeping you. I be pinpointing your ass. Like that's why it don't work with me, man. Cause be a regular smuggler ass nigga. Be regular. You'd have got more of your how can I say, our conversations wouldn't have been very combative because you would have not been doing shit to trigger me to tell you like, who the fuck are you? You ain't my goddamn daddy. And then you bust out laughing like I'm making a joke, but I'm for real because I never dealt with a man critiquing me on my eating, critiquing me on matter of fact, only thing I've ever had a man critique me on is smoking. I had a man critique me on smoking. And I'm like, you too pretty be doing that. That's a bad habit. That's a nasty habit. You too pretty to be doing that. Right? Now, I get the concept. I get what you basically trying to say. For my health, just say it for my health. What the fuck of me being pretty or ugly got to do with it? So it didn't sit well with me like I'm too pretty to smoke my little Capri Sun, huh? My little Caprice, whatever my damn little cigarettes was called. What? Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the person and anytime I have to discipline myself because I know I will say what's on my mind, I just don't say nothing, but I already then canceled you out of my mind. So as the conversation comes to a close and you're like, well, I'm going to let you go. I ain't going to hold you up, Miss Lady. Okay, then. All right. Like, as I'm walking away, smoking on my cigarette, like, oh, you ain't my motherfucking daddy? The fuck? You is not my daddy, nigga. Shit. The hell you trying to tell me about my little cigarette, bitch? This is a temporary thing that I'm doing right now because I'm fucking going through shit right now, motherfucker. So don't worry about me and my little Capri Sun. And literally, I would just smoke sporadically, you know? Was walking to my mailbox in my apartment complex at that time, and this dude was, I don't know where the fuck he even came from. So, you know, that's an example. But that's commonplace for men to say, ladies don't smoke, ladies shouldn't curse, type shit. That's what I mean when I say be regular. That's regular shit. But for you to be all like, see me, have me, and I'm using Chipotle because I like Chipotle. And I'm eating my Chipotle bowl and stuff, and you like, oh, you shouldn't be eating that. Fast forward life. Person's supposed to be a vegan. Next thing you know, come over to my apartment. This is a long time back. Before 2022, I'll tell you that. And this person came over and was like hungry as fuck, looking disheveled, looked like he'd been just going through it. And he looked like he needed to sleep, all kind of shit, but was lying the whole damn time. Let's talk about it. Lying the whole goddamn time about what was really going on in his house with his mother, the female that was there, the whole circus shit that was going on. So we supposed to be talking to end shit. This every time we talking, it's to end some shit. Anytime Elizabeth wants to talk, Elizabeth's talking about, hey, won't you leave me the fuck alone before you get got? I don't like how you moving. That's what it's always about. I promise y'all this. Facts. So because I felt like this person was going to get in a position one day and be telling some female something about me, and may not even call my name out. He might do it, you know, like, yeah, so it was this, my homeboy, he was dating this woman one time, right? Type shit. You know how they do. So I said to myself, I got to fucking set the record straight. So I started recording this motherfucker because I remembered how he had been threatening my life and saying that he was going to unalive me if he ever found out I fucked another man. Right? I'm going through a whole bunch of other shit. You know, whole bunch of shit. He says this to me, and I did have the text message backed up, but something happened when I got a new phone, and them text messages didn't carry over on the app. So I was like, fuck. So what's better than just, you know, just strictly having text messages? Have audio. Hello. You can hear how I communicate with him, and you can hear how he communicate with me. How about that? But no, he never said it again that he would unaliven me. But, because he said it in the text. But he did say he didn't give a fuck how long he's away from me. My vagina is his. It's on audio. It's been captured. It's there. So, if that was way before 2022, and we in 2026, and this dude is still in my energy, what does this tell you? What does this tell you? You can't make it up. I'm your biggest fan. Like, what the fuck? And y'all, I don't say this shit flippantly or like jokingly. I am sick of this person being in my energy altogether. Altogether. I have said to myself, Elizabeth, however shit actually manifested, you will honor the oracle that you love to say all the time and take accountability for how you played a part in what you deem as your demise. We have taken that accountability. We have done the responsible thing, and we're taking care of ourselves moving forward. So with that being said, you have nothing else that you need to say to this man ever again in this lifetime. That, you know, how, you know, behind the scenes in privacy, you trying to talk, trying to handle shit. No, you ain't got, no. And I will never be talking about nobody unless they are in my energy strong. You don't ever hear me talk about the ex-husband unless I'm telling a storyline. But you never hear me harping on him and what he did. No, you don't hear that. Exactly my point. It's deeper than out of sight, out of mind. It's all about leave me the fuck alone. I don't give a fuck. I haven't said it in a long time, but here you go. I don't give a fuck. Zero fucks about who you fucking sucking, laying down with, itching with. I don't give a damn. It don't have nothing to do with me. I don't give a damn. They changed my blood pressure medicine. What they got to do with me? That ain't my blood pressure. Yeah, I had moved again because what you telling me for? So this is exactly why I was telling the ex-husband, why do you keep trying to communicate when we are not friends? We not homies. We ain't cool like that. We ain't cool like that. So stop trying to have casual. I don't do casual. We just talked about it, y'all. Let me go. Let me make the reference. Let me make the reference. It's in there. It's in there. And I'm just acting a little bit more neurotic or erratic right now because my skin is doing that itching shit again. Behind my ear. And you know, with this condition, you break out with just random ass rashes on your skin and shit, and it just start like itching for no reason, and usually that'll happen behind my ears, literally right in that very tender space, literally behind my ears, it'll just start itching. So if I'm sounding erratic, I'm not mad. It's because I'm over here itching and it won't stop. Uh, yeah, go listen to blah 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 blah. Keep that same energy. Go listen to blah 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 blah. Keep that same energy. And you'll see me be very calm, talking about the situation at hand. Because I mean, I'm an investigator, baby. I need to investigate why this person is stealing my energy. Because if it wasn't for my spirit team telling me that this is not somebody that you can just ignore, that they just gonna go away. It was when my spirit team kind of shook me like, Elizabeth, listen. So I was like, okay. It was not the dreams I was having of this dude. It was nothing of that. It was like they was like getting on me like, no. So they showed me when he got out of jail, they said, he better not say nothing to you. He can look at your content because it ain't like you got a lock on it. Like you got to pay a massive fee for you to get in and look at the videos or whatever, you know, what I'm saying. But he should not say nothing to you. So warn him of this. But it was never anything about me feeling like I'm going to fall weak or fall prey. Like, what? This is, y'all gotta understand, this is the battlefield. This Fulio is right here. Fulio, look, Fulio. This Fulio, as entity, within this person, on this person, this monkey on his back, keeps on making him think, well, she don't like bananas. She's a monkey like you, but she don't like bananas. You just gotta figure out what she like. But he think we both the monkeys. I'm a whole Black Panther over here. He literally think I'm a monkey. I love monkeys. I got Zaboomafoo sitting in there right now over there in the little garden in the living room. Y'all know I love Zaboomafoo. My daughter named him that. But I love watching videos about the little baby monkeys. They're so fucking cute. So I don't got nothing against monkeys. None of the monkey family. Monkey species. But I'm using this as a what y'all call that shit, a metaphor, whatever, an example. Because I don't like to say it and I'll be wrong. An example. That I don't like bananas. So he's realized, okay, she don't like bananas. What can I do? Listen. What can I do to make her like bananas? Because I love bananas. And I'm going to eat bananas. I'm a monkey. That's what I love. That's what I'm going to eat. And I don't know what kind of monkey she is that she over there eating chicken. But she's not finna have chicken with me. So I'm going to spell cast, conjure some shit. Where I knock that shit all up out of her. She going to come on over here with me. And we going to be in our tree and do what we do. She going to do what I tell her to do. And we going to eat these goddamn bananas. And she going to give me that sweet ass banana pudding. Real talk. This is what this Fulio be, this dude, man, come on. Are you fucking serious, dude? That's what be bothering me. Is the fact that my spirit team don't want me to like let it go because we need you to talk about this shit. I'm like, but I don't want to talk about this shit, but I can't be disobedient because then all the other kind of shit be manifesting behind the scenes. Y'all don't know how I be looking when it's time to get on here. I be like, oh man, I keep that shit internal. Like, well, I don't say nothing out loud, but you know, they see everything, you know, because I have a feeling that it's going to be talking about this person. And I don't be wrong. I'll never be wrong. That's another thing. Like, can I be wrong some damn time? Can I be wrong some damn time? Even my oracles be scaring me because they be all on point. And I'm like, damn, this shit is scary. This is eerie, scary how I be on point. You know, and it's like, the thing is, folks be, oh my gosh. the way that I be want to see a person that I've dealt with on a very, very seriously intimate level is that they are going to level up. You can't be in my energy and not level up. You can't be in my energy and not expose yourself to the truth of the light that's going to be healing you always and forever. You cannot be tampering around with my energy. You cannot. That's why do you think we talked about that isolation? I don't get company. Because I can't deal with folks like, hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, oh that's nice. Yeah. I'm like, where are you in my house? And because of the age and what I'm actually going through, I will show it and I will actually say it. So yeah. And I've been like this ever since shit. I don't know. I can't pinpoint the actual year. But I've been like this. But I don't talk to people rudely or treat them mean or anything. You come in, I'm very hospitable, with the whoop, but all that just stopping over ding dong, and I don't do all that. Who are you? Who are you? What energy are you approaching me in? I don't want to hear no gossiping shit. Nope, nope. Don't want to know about nobody. Don't want to know nothing about nothing. Ask my fucking cousin Mona. I think she'd be a person that can vouch for how long I've been like this. So this guy is like a female. Straight up. He's like a female. He be acting like a bitch. He be acting like a female. So when he be want to try to joke with me and do all that shit, I want to talk about the business at hand. I don't want to talk about no motherfucking monkey shit. I know, no bananas. Okay? So if we're not going to talk about this real deal Holyfield, then that's why you don't have to ever worry about me calling you, looking you up, or thinking anything soft and sweet about you. It's never going to happen. When I try to handle the business with you, and you want let me handle this call, doing that same tactic every damn time. If I'm lying about what I say when men do this certain weird ass ego stunt with they self to make them feel like they're so important, they're so wanted and so desired. When they start acting like they're so busy and let me get back with you, I have to take this call and shit. I don't play like that, dude. I see exactly what your ass over there not doing. Don't play with me like that. If any other females like that shit, they be like, why you didn't call me back? Elizabeth won't be whining like that. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess after shit, high school, every man after high school, like after I graduated high school, because I had an older boyfriend that was way older than me, 10 years older than me while I was a teenager. And that's a whole nother story time day. How that came about. Anyway, every one of them been immature. So that had to be about some karmic lessons and self-love that I had to go through. Because every single one of them have been so fucking immature. And I just didn't know what to do. Like, what do I do? Like, why is this happening? Where's my damn itch cream at? Because, oh my God, this is itching. It's like an allergic reaction to something and I don't know what. This is the reason why, like I said, when I be feeling very irritated, this is some amazing itch cream stuff. Put this behind my ear and it'll finally stop itching. Excuse me, but I've gotten these rashes behind my ear. It's always my right ear. It's never the left side. It's the weirdest thing. Like, what is that? And it just itches. And I'm not scratching it with my nails. I'm just rubbing it. So when she said, oh, you have it in your skin. Really? How did it get there? How did it manifest? And then you just leave me hanging. You just tell me, you have lupus in your skin, and then just leave me hanging. Yeah, take these pills, and that should help you out. Like, what the fuck? And my skin is drastically changing. Something is going on. But they keep assuring me that I'm going to heal from all this shit. All this shit is like a manifestation of the emotional state, everything. Like, it don't do me no good to be mad about it. It just. So that's another reason why I tell this person, hey dude, I'm going through a lot. I've been telling you this for years now, that I'm going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. You're watching me. You're stalking. So you know what the fuck I'm going through. So why when we talking one-on-one, you don't operate like you know what I'm going through? Oh, I get it. Because if you operated like you knew that you saw something I was going through, that would mean you are watching. But I done already said it and let it be established that you are watching. I don't give a shit if you don't click in right as soon as I go live. The afterplay is always there. And I don't give a damn you taking your finger and go skimming. It doesn't matter. That day he stood right there in this room, July the 4th, 2025. He literally said something along my daughter about maybe it's because, oh, I remember what had happened. So I had went to the bathroom. Let me tell y'all something. I'm about to tell y'all, wait. Oh shit. Now this side of the ear is itching. Shit. Sometimes I think it'd be that gel product that I put back there. So it's like any little thing will irritate me, man. Like it doesn't make sense. It's now it's happening on this ear. Yeah, it's what it is. It's that gel. It's that gel. This is why my hair be looking all wacky and shit. And I don't put nothing in it because shit be irritating me. Anywho, I go to the bathroom. So he's sitting right here at the edge right there where that diamond paintings and stuff is right there. Drills and shit. He's sitting right there. So once I get up, my body can be like weirdly trying to like recalibrate itself as I need to walk. And so this how you can tell about the nerve damage. And so I'm trying to walk and I kind of slipped a little bit, like lost my balance. I had my cane, but I lost my balance. So of course I'm not gonna fall into the TV, and I leaned this way because the bed is softer, and he was there. He did not try to help me. He did not try to help me. And I was paying attention. Now, she purposely didn't try to help me because I said, she said, Mama, you need me? You okay? My baby go, Mama, you okay? I said, I got it. So I said like that, she know that, okay, I got it. My leg just said, bop, bop, But he didn't try to help me though. He literally leaned back. You know how somebody trying to cross and you lean back, like do your body like that so they can pass? That's all he did. He did not try to. That's the second time he's done that. So my daughter ain't making up shit when she got on your ass that first time you did that shit. See, that's what's so stupid about it. It's like when I try to tell y'all, the whole point was him to try to come around my house and try to do shit to get under our skins, and then here we go. Cause dude, he ain't no scary ass women. We ain't scared. We don't bother nobody. We very much so peaceful, but we ain't scared. You up in our territory, you playing some motherfucking games. He came here July the 4th, 2025 and broke the fucking beer bottle because he was so nervous. I was like, how the fuck did you break the neck of the beer bottle? I don't know. So my daughter said, Mama, he's shaking. I say he's shaking because I'm like, okay, he's sitting right here. I say, you want something to drink? I said, I got some beer in there. Like I got some beer in there. I had some lager because I was making chili with it. And beer lasts, right? So it had been chilling for the longest damn time in the refrigerator. So he was like, I don't carry liquor because I don't drink. So what the hell I'm spending money on it for? So he was like I used to. I used to have like a bar set up in my house or whatever for people that, so when we socialize, you want to have a drink. Anywho, so he said, yeah, he'll take the beer. And I was like, fuck, I need a can opener. She said, what happened to our can opener? She was like, oh, Mama, I don't know. I say, we had a fucking can opener. What happened to it? So I said, well, this is how I'm going to try to do it. So I don't know what it was I took, but I had some kind of device, and I took it to try to open up the bottle the other day ago because I couldn't pee. I couldn't pee at all. So I had started drinking on some lager, and then I started peeing like waterfalls, right? Like just water hoses and shit, just going full throttle. But I don't know what was wrong, but I couldn't pass my urine. So I was drinking the beer to help me filter, and it always do. That's why I don't like beer, because it always make me pee a lot. Anywho, he trying to open a bottle of beer with the technique that I said, and all you have to do is put it on there and just go pop, and it'll pop up. That's what I did when I had the beer just the other day ago. And I turned my back because I'm coming back over here to get in my bed and sit down. So my back is turned, and Ashley's standing right here trying to help him with it. and he doing it, or like, he doing it, and he go, and I heard something like go crack. I'm like, what the hell was that? So I go up, and the bottle is literally cracked. The bottleneck is cracked, and I'm like, oh my god. I said, you can't drink it. I mean, the glass could be in it. No, it's all right. It's all right. I said, no, the fuck it isn't, idiot. It's glass went inside of the damn drink. What are you talking about? So Ashley said, well, Mama, let's get a cup. I wouldn't have drunk it at all. I'd have poured the rest of the beer out of in the sink, which always has a stopper in it. So if any glass came out, it'd been caught on that stopper. And then I'm throwing the bottle away. I'm not drinking anything at all. You don't know if the shard was very... Anyway, he drunk the beer, child. So he talking about he broke the bottle because he was nervous. I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know. I was like, what the hell you scared of? What you nervous of? I don't know. Nah, that's because all the bullshit you had been doing. Now you right here. You don't remember that? So why you trying to come back? Oh no, that's because when a motherfucker be going through some real shit, everything catching up with them, they always will remember who was their anchor. A person that operates as another person's anchor means like no matter what can happen with the tumultuous seas and the ocean starting to, you know how to run the ship, and you know how to, all that shit that people do on ships, get the sail right, pull on the sail and do all that, all that shit. You know how to do that. You know how to anchor things. Keep things in a, spiritual like ways. This magic you have to just, like mama gonna make it right. I need to get home to my mama. I need to get home to my mama. I'm sick. My mama gonna fly in. Mama gonna make it right. Mama is the anchor. So I realized that about my energy. So I never tried to turn away a man that I dealt with on a very seriously, emotionally intimate, sexual way at whatever point in time, because that energy still is there. It never dissipates. But when you take advantage of that, when you assume that because that was the case, she gonna let me back in the door. She gonna let me come. Oh no. So I never have understood why this person don't realize when I say it's over, nigga, it's over. It's no, we gonna be back together. We gonna, no. And he had the audacity just recently to say, I'm trying to be cool with you. Cool. Ain't nobody bad like me. Okay, Morris, what's his name? The Time. COOL. Y'all know the song. Where was I at? Yeah. So, So, yes. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, bitter speech, emotional manipulation, a distorted perception, divide, feeling overly defensive, using sharp words that wound, or struggling to see a situation clearly due to an emotional hurt. So, this person always has a tendency to try to tell me about the last woman he dealt with. Women are this. He likes to generalize it too. By no, women want to control you. Women want to. Imagine dealing with somebody your same age, and this is how they fucking talking, and you like, what? When have I ever controlled you? Can you stay focused on the subject is you and I? When have I ever controlled you? Obviously, if that's how I was operating, you wouldn't have been sleeping around with the whole city of Houston and wherever other states you travel to. Right? If I was trying to be in control of your energy, what? So yeah, women such and such, this one woman, so and so. I'm like, what woman? I ain't gonna tell you their name. What the fuck you bringing them up for then? Person and identity. So that's exactly what he would do talking to another feminine energy discussing me. Yeah, it was this one woman such and such. Who? I ain't gonna tell you their name. So when I say this man acts like a woman, that's what I mean. With the gossiping, and you don't know, I don't know no man that has sit up there and gossip with me about his ex-wife, his current wife, whatever, but he's trying to get with me. That never panned out. That never, what are you doing? And vice versa. Even when Michael Wayne thought that I was, discussing this dude too much, I'm like, dude, if a motherfucking person is stalking you, what the hell do you expect? Now, you want to say it in a way like, hey, you got too much going on with the woke code. I'm not fixing to fight against that because you have the right to keep your peace and make sure Nothing matriculates and flows over to your life. Cool, no problem. That's the fucking reason I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you. So I really didn't appreciate him acting like, he didn't understand why I'm bringing this dude up before he even got out of jail. I'm already letting it be known, like, yeah, this nigga about to get out of jail. Even though I did not know his out there or nothing, I, energetically speaking, I felt it. He was like, baby, just change your phone number. What? That ain't good enough. Because that's when I had to start telling him about spells and all this type of shit. Now, the narrative of this Queen of Swords in reverse in the Five of Pentacles states that you are experiencing a period of vulnerability or scarcity with that Five of Pentacles, which might be causing you to lash out, judge others harshly, or push away the exact people who want to help you. Thank you, Divine Spirit of Life. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I don't be offering help just because I'm bored or just because I want to be in your energy. I'm offering you this because I myself is going through things. So why would you not think that I'm keeping my ear to the streets, the political streets, of knowing what's going on with Texas, Houston, and what's happening with all this type of shit, with these apartments, with this compliance and all this shit. So I asked him that question, like, have you heard anything about that? Did you know anything about it? He left me on unread. Even though he read my message, he still didn't respond to me. And that's the type of shit that I'm like, dude, you know how many times you've done it in the past? Oh, you did it many times before you got to the point of hitting me. You're going to have the audacity to ask me, can you come and live with me? Because whatever hell completely broke loose at your townhouse, what kind of mind are you working with? What is going on in your brain? I mean, I'm going to tell y'all what my major offense is. What I'm offended by is this motherfucker thinking I'm a fool. Or I'm easy to be crossed and played with. I'm trying to tell y'all what I know. That's what it is. It says here, the lesson: guard your words when you are hurting. Do not let a temporary setback turn you against your allies or cloud your logical judgment. Allies, anchor. Like I told that chick he was dating named Jamise, and I said, girl, he always tried to think that I was gonna be his anchor. And she's like, you know what? I see what you mean. I can feel that, yeah. Like, I don't know why you making all them sounds, and I don't know how you say you know what I mean, because I didn't say nothing but it's that he thinks that I was going to always be his anchor when he go out and get into shit. So how was you his anchor? Because an anchor is not someone that is an enabler. It's two totally different fucking things. Mama is the anchor of the house. Big mama is the anchor of the family. But neither one of those titles makes you a pushover or somebody that can be played with. Huh? When people think they can play with you, they think you're going to enable them to play with you. Hello? Can we get an amen in the church? The sun in the upright, and the full in horizontal. Bye. It says a reminder that true abundance requires a balance between saving for tomorrow and enjoying today. So I don't know how this man spends his money. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on it. I have no idea how he spends his money. All I know is that the entire time I dealt with him, he ain't never gave me not one motherfucking dime. So, and I gave him money without a job. Hello. Only love those who love you back. That's who he is. That's who he originally presents himself to be. That he truly loves the baby mama, the children that came from her, and all that. All that is a facade. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The way that I can love a man is going to show in the way. Okay, if my daughter is hearing me blush and gush and all this over emotionally over Michael Wayne, right? She's not taken aback by that. Like, my mama never gave me that kind of attention. She not jealous of Michael Wayne. Because you understand, she receives the love that she gets from me as her mother, as her best friend, as her disciplinarian, her teacher, everything. All the different hats you can wear as a mother. You can wear the same hats as a wife or a significant partner. So she's never jealous. But anytime I talk about this dude, and I had to do so many different things to show her, like, dude, this dude is not somebody that you ever should have to worry about of your mama. Because let's say she hears me in my most vulnerable state of like all my disability shit, disabilities and stuff bringing me down mentally, hormonal imbalances, all this shit, perimenopause, all this shit. And I might have a breakdown day and I might snap at her real bad because something she did or didn't do. And I'll be like, I immediately apologize and say, Mama, I apologize for how I went off. That was unnecessary. I apologize to you. So if she can hear me do that with her on a repetitive level and on a repetitive basis, when she hears me apologizing to Michael Wayne, it should not make her feel like my mama never apologized to me. She be cussing me out, treating me any kind of way. She never apologized to me. But I hear her over here apologizing to that nigga. So I give her different examples to see how one man is not the other man. So because what you may see that I felt for Michael Wayne is not that kind of shit for this dude here. So I had to do things to show her. Because she sensed her mother's vulnerability in what I'm going through. She's seen me crying and upset and not knowing if I'm going to be able to continue. And I don't want to just pass out of my body and leave her here like this. Come on, God, I need you to tell me what's going on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Help me, help myself. Da-da-da-da. She didn't witness it so many times. So she could internalize that by not actively speaking what she's feeling. So she internalized her feelings. But if she sees this dude call me on the phone and I say, yeah, come on over. Yeah, come on over. She's always in his room and she's always with me every day, all the time. So then I don't communicate with her that he's coming over. How does that make her feel when she's seen him mistreat me? So just recently, I'm bringing all that up to say this. When I was trying to talk to this man about a very serious health matter, literally, he says, you're going to be home Saturday. This was Friday. Matter of fact, I can tell you what time of day it was, what day it was. Hold on. Hold the phone. July 24, 2026, which was Friday. So he says, hold on. Let me make sure I'm on point what I'm saying. Was that on a Friday? Hold on. That is not the calendar. He says, no, that was actually a Sunday. I don't know why I'm seeing Saturday. It was Friday, the 24th. And so Saturday would have been the 25th. See how when I told y'all last time I saw him was July the 4th, 2025? So a year later. Nothing has been solved. Nothing has been absolved. Nothing has been resolved. A year later. So he says, I gotta make this phone call. I'm on my lunch break right now. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm going through this. Da, 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 I gotta make these phone calls. But I'm gonna come over there. You gonna be home tomorrow? I'm gonna come over there so we can talk. Woman, we need to talk in person. Operating in this energy like my daughter and me ain't just like straight up and just fused together. And operating in this energy as if he's forgotten all the fuck that went on since the last time, a year ago, and all that ain't been resolved. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the magnitude of the shit I'm talking about? I do not play like that, man. Like, for you to act like my daughter is going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, she's upstairs, open the door for you, and you come. What the fuck? That's what they created telephones for. I don't want you recording me. Well, then you should never fucking deal with me at all because you're going to forever be under scrutiny and surveillance. Okay? Because everything about you is always meant to hurt, harm, and injure me and mine. So why would you not be surveilled? Make it make sense. So what will be the difference of you physically coming into my apartment to talk to me like I don't have the damn cameras and everything rolling, you stupid bitch, and the fucking phones recording or whatever, you stupid bitch? It doesn't make any sense. But the point is, it doesn't matter if it makes sense to you or not. If I'm able to get over there, this motherfucker is like a Black Widow spider. That's what the fuck he is. And it's so sickening when I first started tapping into this niggas to the depths that they wanted me to see, that I kept avoiding because I'm dealing with other shit. This dude always presented like a female. Every time. I'm like, who is this? I don't even deal with nobody. Who? Like, I don't deal with women. Like, what? What is this? It's him. He presents as a female. So why are you disrespecting my daughter? Like, I'm just gonna be like, okay, yeah, come over. You know what I'm saying? What? Are we on the phone right now? Upright, the sun represents joy, vitality, and massive success. A horizontal card represents an obstacle, a block, or a turning point. The Fool card sideways means a fear of taking risk is blocking your joy. Or a reckless leap could derail your current success. Now, based on what I just said, did he assume that I would take a reckless leap of faith that he gonna tell the motherfucking truth when they already showed me exactly what he was going to do? And he did it. So I will never not be obedient when I am spiritually guided to do what it is I'm guided to do. Speak, write, do, make a phone call. I didn't want to do any of the things that I did, but I knew they were showing me something. And it was showing me that he is not trying to stop getting in your energy. He's desperately trying to figure out ways to get back in. Can you imagine? Like, what? You've given this person no signs. This can't be just, oh, I just want to win. I just want to win. If I was able to fuck again, then Michael can't be nothing in. Shit, I fucked again. Yeah. Like, what? Is this who I'm really dealing with? Spirit, is this who I'm really dealing with? So I consider that, okay, it's some type of competition that he got in his own mind. Well, Michael ain't even studying me. If he is, he's studying me without saying a word. And I find that highly respectful. That's very respectful. To like, yeah, I know I said what I said, I was stunting or whatever, but I'm watching. I'm checking on you. I ain't saying he is. I have no evidence that he is. I'm saying if he is and not saying anything, that's very respectful. Because he's never presented himself to be a messy pants. When a masculine act like a female, doing all this catty ass shit, that shit is a major turn off to a woman of my caliber. When I say my caliber, I'm talking about how my whole natal chart is set up, and my raising, how I was raised, and all the masculines that was in my family that if they would have been alive and well, this nigga right here would have been dealt with in real time, eyeball to eyeball. In real time, I can know of an uncle and a cousin straight up. If I call and let them know what's going on, they come to see you eyeball to eyeball. So nigga, call it off. I'm on my way. Because a woman of my caliber should not be handling issues like this where somebody needs to be dealt with and let it be known, hey, you better go on about your motherfucking business. Let me hear her tell me one more time. But see, a folio would literally assume that you are vulnerable because you have no one, so to speak. But now these two have crossed over. You feel me? You feel me? So that's a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? They over there on the other side, whoa. And when I say it in real time, it's for real. It's all the way live at 5. Like, in the flesh, they that type of man. They're like, okay, who is he? One of them is a Pisces. The other one is a Gemini. The uncle is a Gemini. The cousin is a Pisces. Okay? So the one that's the Gemini want to be verbal and physical. The one that's a Pisces will move more in in a calculated kind of way, like give you an opportunity to speak with what's going on with you, my kinfolk. That's the cousin. Give you an opportunity to like speak your, and what's up? Why is my kinfolk telling me? But the uncle ready to like say what he gonna say. Pop, 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 pop. Let's. I'm telling you. So it's so crazy to me when I see how this dude be moving with my energy. But guess what? They can be passed on, but it's something that you make me feel like when it comes to you disrespecting my daughter. You're not the only man walking on the earth that I could go shack up with or be with or lay up with or whatever the case. You're not the only man. So therefore, if I don't do no kind of shit like that, I hold it in great honor and integrity of how I raised my daughter, even at her age today. So I don't play like that. She was highly upset and nervous about him actually coming over here in the first place, July 4th, 2025. And I told her, I said, baby, hold on. I'm about to show you something. You need to see who your mama really is. Because I know all you knew of is Terrence and me being together for, what, 7, however many years, 7 years and whatever. Okay? I need to show you something. So I want you to watch my interactions with this person. I want you to pay attention to how you physically feel when that person is this close in proximity to you. I want you to communicate whatever comes into your mind, respectfully so. You have nothing to fear, so you have to cuss and do all that. And you're going to see what I'm telling you. We're going to discuss it when he leaves. So when I went to the bathroom, I made a comment that I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And who I was complimenting was my daughter. Because my daughter attempted to ask him, why does he keep harassing her mama? But she didn't say it that way. She ordered her thoughts, organized her thoughts, and ordered her words. And she said, let me ask you, what do you see in my mama? What is it that you see in my mama? What is it that you want with my mama? And this fool couldn't answer the question. He thought this was an opportunity to be on Trivial Pursuit or some shit on a game show. And he was like, I'll take option. Let me blow smoke up your ass for 200. Mind you, he's sitting right there. My daughter's sitting over here at her table, and I'm sitting right here. So technically, his back is to me. Because that's how he was sitting, facing the wall right there. Eventually he turned like that. Turned, and then, but he wasn't really giving her eye contact or anything. Like when people are sincerely communicating what they feel about something or answering a question, it's a certain body language and things that they give off that shows that they're sincere or either they're bothered by the question. He tries his best to maintain his body language. But my daughter was able to detect many things. That was the test for her. Detect many things about him. And let me tell you right now, one of the main things that he said, not giving zero fucks, that she right there. Just telling you about the level of disrespect. So when I made the comment about if my two family members that I know for a fact that I was super fucking close to where they was like lethal weapons, if I was ever going to them crying and telling them I'm in distress about a fucking man, literally is the truth. He stood right there and said, no, this happened after the fact, but I'm going to still say it because I'm probably going to forget. He said, man, lady, the way you sitting up there with your thighs showing and everything, man, if your daughter left out of here right now and I close that door. So if he says if your daughter left out of here right now, it means she was sitting there, right? Okay. My disposition didn't change. I'm so grateful that he said that. Because I had no idea how he would cut up. I had no idea. I really gave him too much fucking credit that he would not seem like a fucking... All I can say is the word is disgusting in his behavior. And literally, my daughter poised herself so well when he said that shit. Because I was talking to him about something that he was saying. And I said, oh, based on what you were saying, what did you mean when you said da-da-da? And like I said, when I was coming from the bathroom, I'm listening to my daughter have the dialogue like, "What is it that you see in my mom?" and da da da. So when I came back, I said, "This is great. This is so beautiful. I cannot believe this is happening." So I felt it was my time to interject. I told my daughter later when he left that I did that as in to like cut the conversation she was trying to have with him because he was purposely talking to you in a circle and talking some bullshit. None of it was straight to the point answering your questions. And that's when he goes, oh, yeah, well, maybe she be listening to your picks. Because I was complimenting her. I said, oh, mama, I'm so proud of you. You controlled your emotions in a way where you asked him some really, deep questions. And I was very shocked. I didn't even know you was going to ask him that kind of stuff. So that's what I was saying it to her. But I did that as to break her from trying to ask him these questions because he's talking bullshit. He's not answering you truthfully. And then she got the icing on the cake when he stood up, because now I guess he want to stretch, acting like, well, damn, okay, I'm ready to go now because I ain't going to get no pussy or nothing. I ain't finna, so let me go and get ready to go. So I'm good with that. Like, all right, peace, And he was like standing right here talking about, man, woman, shit. Man, I'm going to go though, but man, you snuck there in that dress and everything, and your thighs all out. And I know if there was a camera on me that was being recorded, you'd have seen me looking all kind of crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was bald at that time. My head was bald. He literally said that shit in front of my daughter. So after he left, we discussed it. And I said, see? What did I tell you? Do you see what I'm saying? When you really hone in on your intuition, you never allow what all aids you in seeing things before they transpire in your life, seeing how folks moving in the unseen, right? In the spiritual, you don't see that they're doing this. They're not knocking on your door, calling on your phone, doing all this harassing ass shit. No, I'm showing you the level of disrespect. So don't you ever feel, because you see me in a vulnerable position, that this nigga gonna come be up in this house laid up with me. Don't you ever fear nothing like that. Right? Because she was feeling that way. She was. Now, she wasn't verbally saying like, mama, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, I'm just kind of scared that he gonna try to get back with you and you gonna go back with him. And so it kind of pissed me off initially when this stuff was coming up, because she was getting upset when he was texting and you know and I'll cuss him out on the text, and then he'll call straight through, and he'd be like, man, woman, why you be crazy? Why you gotta talk to me like that? I was just saying that I'm in your apartments, and shit, what apartment number you in? Cause I'm my daddy stayed right up the street, so she right there, she hearing what he's saying, and she getting so mad because she didn't know none. I wasn't discussing anything with her, so she didn't know that he was brewing in my energy because I'm not technically discussing the what's happening in the spirit. I'm not telling her that. So she's nervous about the mundane. Like, why he keep on texting my mama talking shit? Because I was sure. I said, look at this stupid ass motherfucker. Look at that dumb shit. Now this is a lie. And she be like, it sure is a lie, mama, because when we were staying in the other apartment, such and such. So I'm showing her that part, but she don't know what's happening in the spirit. They showing me exactly what's about to go down. I'm not talking to her about that because I don't want to convolute things. I don't want things to get too bombarded in her mind. So everything worked out like it was supposed to. She was supposed to feel nervousness that he outside. Because I hadn't spoke about him, like, let's say, however long, 48 hours, 28 hours, 24 hours, whatever. So when he called and was like, I'm outside, I'm at your apartment, I'm like, you will. Woman, what you stay in now? I told you, my daddy stayed right over here by you. I was over here. I was just leaving my daddy house. What they got to do with me? So he started laughing like, woman, you always giving me a hard time. And then the entity would jump in this motherfucker and he would say, I'm going to gag you with my dick. He actually said that shit on the call when she heard it. So, to record this motherfucker is something that I've done to prove what I'm saying I'm actually going through. That's what it is. It's the proof. I can sit up here and have this conversation as long as I want to sit up here and talk about this shit. Nobody that don't know me, give a fuck about me and my child's well-being, will give a fuck about what the fuck is actually brewing around my energy. But I give all the fucks. And a million more. So I'm gonna let it be known that you crossing the wrong one. So the day that I ever get up and make the announcement, like, yeah, this was what I had heard that went on down with that little entity thing that I had been talking about dealing with. Yeah, it seems like the energy has shifted, and I can feel a sense of, I can see clear now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Y'all gonna hear the announcement. Mark my word. Mark it. Y'all gonna hear the announcement when I'm gonna be talking about what ended up happening. And show me everything in the spirit. He don't gotta get on the phone and tell me, yeah, this going on, that's going on, this going on. Actually, anytime he would ever talk to me about what's going on, it's always about what some female did to him. Every single time. If you ain't seen me since all these goddamn months and years, you sit right here and you want to have the whole conversation be about your baby mama. That's why my daughter interjected and said, but what do you see in my mama? Like, why'd you still, if you and your baby mama, you telling my mama all this and you telling us, because I'm right here and I'm listening to you, what do you see in my mama? Why do you keep dealing with my mama? That's how that question came out. Y'all don't know how I'm tired of talking about this bastard. Let nothing or no one impede your stamina or staying power to succeed. I know it. Y'all just don't even know. I cannot stand it. Decentralized technology, the transfer of control, decision-making, and power from a single central authority to smaller, distributed, and independent groups or individuals. Less authority, more autonomy. You feel me? That was a technology download they gave me a long time ago that just came out right there. Let's go on and get some of this karmic. And we know we're going to end with a goddess of love. And what's that energy right there? That's my Jupiter. That Jupiter coming up when? No, actually I'm about to go into Mars. Yeah. I'm about to go into Mars. So they probably going to be having me doing some cards of destiny. That's the reason why this is coming up. No, not these, Liz. The karmic soul contracts. So praise be to the Most High, to God be the truth. Okay. So as you can see, I didn't need to pay nobody to be trying to tell me about my life in fake give a fuck, fake, positive, this and that. I didn't need that. So I just activate my own ability to heal myself through the spoken word. All right, Spirit, what you want me to see in this karmic relationship soul contract oracle? Facing the aftermath. Oh my gosh. Come on in now. Come on in. Y'all, look, I still have not filled out this other card. Didn't even realize that I had already wrote a card with that aftermath. Ooh, child. I'm telling you, this stuff be getting scary, but in a good, scary way. You know how when you getting it in and it's like, it hurts, but it hurts so good. And then afterward, you be like, oh my God, I'm hurt. I'm sore, but it hurts so good. And it's like that. The way my oracles be lining up, man. Because as soon as I was about to go on and I'm trying to get organized and I keep seeing the aftermath, I'm like, when are we going to talk about this aftermath? What oracle or what's going to lead, what's going to be the gateway to this aftermath? Because I'm ready to get this card written up and put it on in the bag. I don't like to have nothing sitting up on my stand. Facing the aftermath of your choices will require you to be spiritually aware that overcoming your shadow stalker always requires discipline and obedience. Boo, y'all. And let's go back to this fool. Because he thought I was going to be a fool and I was going to let him rush in. Hello? Ooh, there go the title. I love it. Ooh, that got a title right there. Ciao. Baby. Alright then. Hold on, y'all. Baby asking me, what we doing for lunch? I told y'all she the only one that don't be blocked. Like my whole thing is on do not disturb because I hate those sounds. You see how the sounds of the notifications, but her shit always still come through. It was like, wow. She get backstage passes and the whole nine. Cause that's why it annoys me and it's very loud. You know, like I like that show. I like Ghost from the show Power and the Stars sound. You know, the Stars channel how they had that sound, and so I made it into my I've been using it for my text message tone for a long time now. 42. In ancient Egypt, there were the 42 principles of Mayat. And number 42 reads, I have not withheld justice or done harm to any living being unjustly. The social law. I have not polluted the water. The environmental law. Telling you this motherfucker is violating laws. Spiritual law. You are dealing with a person playing mind games and giving you the silent treatment or refusing to communicate honestly about their feelings. I don't give a shit about his feelings. That window closed a long time ago. Honestly speaking, that window closed a long time ago for him to tell me about his feelings. This dude is walking around with a empty where a heart's supposed to be, it's empty right there. Straight up. Straight up. And I don't know why we had to deal with each other this lifetime in order for him to think I was going to try to heal that shit. No. I don't know why he thought that. I feel like I did all of that with my ex-husband. So I'm all out. There we go. My eye wasn't that twisted. I fixed that because that should be hurting. Sticking. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It says the Fool card horizontal and sideways. The core meaning is block beginnings, hesitation, or reckless risk. The vibe, standing at a crossroads. Oh, he that motherfucker at the crossroads. Your lovers and friends are your downfall. At this rate, you should not do business with him, her, or them. I'm not. And we about to enter into the 12-12 again. Something about that powerful 12-12. It should keep on showing up. 12-12. Did they say that's the twin flame number? I don't know. Because they be saying 11-11 is the twin flame. Some type shit. I need to look it up again. Because I like to get the fresh anointing in my picks. Yeah, stand at a crossroads where you either fear taking a leap or you are acting too impulsively. I don't know. It's like, I'm hearing the song, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You bring me happy, you make me happy when skies are gray. And how I love you. Won't you chase my dark clouds away? Some shit like that just came through. So it's like, but dude, you can't be, if I like things to be neat, decent, ordered, and clean, you can't be all funky and stanky and your balls growing mold and shit. That shit, opposites don't attract. Standing at a crossroads. Yeah, he need to make a decision to follow the light. And because you know what I'm saying, you can't stay locked in darkness. You're gonna go blind, fucker. Oh shit. I said fried notification. My bad. I'm trying to type to my daughter and I didn't put on here fried notification. I don't know. What else you want me to see, Spirit? Y'all, we gotta do some more organizing. What? Speaking another language, we gotta do some more organizing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all remember the other day when I said something about raid? Child is back. Raid to all the filthy, and I just talked about being filthy. To all the filthy roach motels living in your mind, eating up your divine cards of your destiny. Seek the book and find you. See? I tried to turn him on to the things that would help him to master himself. He didn't want that. A sudden dramatic shakeup coming next that will force a person to walk away from what's over. Ooh. That was that devil in that tower card, y'all. Ooh. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, because he here acting a fool. He keep trying to operate like a fool. Like he ain't got no good sense. And look, that jumped out and turned in the reverse. Jumped out and turned in the reverse. What did it say? He, she, or they are keeping a close eye on your progress in life. Oh shit. Look what the title is called. This person is not going to be able to watch you no more. Ooh. Ooh. What is that talking about? Ooh. Why is this person not going to be able to watch me no more? What the freak is going on? Ooh. Why would he not be able to watch me no more? Oh, shit. Why would he not be able to watch me no more? Ooh. King of Swords jumped right on this and went in the horizontal. King of Swords in the horizontal with what? King of Swords. Ooh. With the Six of Swords in the reverse. Wow. Mm. So this person's clarity is being blocked on how to move forward in their life. It's like he has literally had any kind of spiritual connection and everything being cut off. He's not able to manifest anything. Everything that I said it to him, everything that he touches is just crumbling. I said it. It's that bounce back. Horizontal, King of Swords represents a block in their logic, communications breaking down, an abuse of their mental authority. Reversed, Six of Swords signifies resistance to change, stuck, carrying all their emotional baggage into their future. Together, this parent warns that a stubborn thinking or unaddressed mental conflicts are blocking them from making necessary transitions in life. So, the King of Swords in horizontal is misused intellect, rigid thinking, or communication blockages. The vibe, experiencing a mental stalemate. That would be a crossroads. Dealing with an unfairly harsh authority figure or letting cold pride block a fair compromise. Yes. Six of Swords in reverse. The core meaning, inability to move on. Emotional baggage and resisting their transitions. The vibe, feeling physically or emotionally stuck, refusing to leave a situation. Or repeatedly dragging past trauma into present circumstances. So my point is, this person has done this shit before to other women. I mean, it's a pattern of abuse. And the main person that's being mostly abused, hurt, harmed, and injured is himself. The narrative, you need to move forward into calmer waters, but you are mentally resisting the transition. Because of rigid beliefs, a refusal to see the facts clearly, and an ongoing intellectual conflict. The lesson, moving on, requires mental clarity. You cannot reach a peaceful future if you are refusing to let go of old arguments and rigid mindsets. So let's say, like I said, for example, whatever he dealt with the other women, the Renee characters, whoever the fuck all, he want to keep on thinking that you can keep putting that in the forefront. I'm just, it's the sickest shit. It's the sickest shit, man. Give me one more card. Wow. This person heartbroken. Is heartbroken. So he finished out his life brokenhearted. But he broke his own heart for, due to refusing to do the work. He broke his own goddamn heart. He didn't have anything to do with what happened with a person outside of himself. He got to take accountability. There it is. Hangman, I told you. He's refusing to get the enlightenment and actually activate it. Yeah, he want to stay in that energy. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Keep that same energy. So I'm just waiting on this lump sum of money to come in so I can get my new phone. Reverse. The Knight of Cups represents emotional manipulation, disillusionment, unrealistic fantasies. Upright, the Hangman signifies a period of waiting, letting go, and viewing a situation from a completely new angle. Together, this combination warns that you may be romanticizing a situation that is requiring you to pause and face reality. See, that's him. I told you. The Knight of Cups in reverse, emotional immaturity, moody behavior, unfulfilled promises, the vibe, chasing an illusion, feeling emotionally drained by someone else's drama, or ignoring red flags due to wishful thinking. So whatever the fuck he going through with the baby mama or whoever else, he consistently blurs that into everything moving forward. The Hangman upright, core meaning, suspension, surrender, and gaining a fresh perspective, right? The vibe, choosing to step back, pausing external action, and allowing a shift in their mindset to happen organically. But you can't talk no reason into a fool. The narrative, you are experiencing emotional confusion or disappointment from a situation that didn't match your ideals. And the universe is forcing a hard pause with that hangman to make you reevaluate what is truly real and what's not. This person lives in a fantasy land that he's some kind of a magician that can force women to allow him to abuse them. The lesson: do not force an emotional outcome. Use this quiet time of waiting to look past your fantasies. See how that word fantasies keep on coming up? And see this situation exactly as it is. Now let's go into the karmic. I'm sorry, not the karmic, the twin flame. And then we gonna be out. So yeah, we're actually gonna put in the what's the subject with the what's the core message. Yep, I like it. I like it, y'all. All right, let's see what these talking about, y'all. I'm a little nervous for them to open up. And we going on off of here, after this. Page of Cups, jealousy. Roll the tape back. Did I not bring up this? Did I not bring up this? You must find a way to communicate and meet in spite of your doubts and success. In spite of your doubts about success in love. That's that immaturity. We talked about that with the 36.2, I believe it was. You have to let your dark and your light shine. No pun intended. But this person just wants the darkness to, not sabotage. Well, the dark, operating in the descendant mentality is causing sabotaging ways with other people and connections. Six of Swords now showing up in the upright. Outside of your daily routine lies the rest of the world. Sex, magic, and spiritual abuse. So when he even made the comment, I've just been reading my books and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, okay. Whatever. In the past, I was arrogant, impulsive, and very controlling of the relationship. So this person is from a past life. This person is from a past life. Told you, it's like the movie Evil Eye. I deal with addictions. That's the reason for my abusive behaviors. Okay, do the proper channels of getting help. Want to heal. Levert. Pop, 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 pop goes my mind. Every time I think of all the times I did you wrong. This is what the person is not doing, but that's what happens to me. Triggered. Every time I sense every, atrocious act that you have. Look at it. Sexual somatic. A narcissist's worst nightmare is to meet a true goddess. A sexual somatic narcissist's worst nightmare is to meet a true goddess. That's a woman after God's own heart. Page of Wands. Faithful, serves others, young in age or personality is childlike, desires to make everyone else happy. So there's a Page of Wands in the energy. There's a younger man in the energy. And I feel like that's the Michael Wayne energy that I was speaking of. I knew it was going to come out some kind of way. High Priestess, I said that too. She must descend in darkness in order to transform into the light. So that's why I can say what I can say with much clarity, that yes, indeed, you definitely have to walk in a whole bunch of trials and tribulations in this earthly life in order for you. I mean, come on, the Five of Pentacles, that's what it embodies. Again, Mercury in Taurus energy. It literally embodies you using the ability to speak the truth of the shifts, but to maintain a sense of balance has something to do with practicality. Just being extremely logical to a fault. That's why they love to say you be overthinking shit, because you can see how, okay, I got this much money. What is it that I was not able to do before I had this much money? So I don't have time to waste on dealing with no silly shit, dude, because I'm dealing with health woes, everything. We did not know little young ass spring chickens. So why are you operating like I'm supposed to be acting like I'm 16? It's something mental there going on. There's a mental disparity there. You are the CEO of this masculine's heart, the chief executive officiant. Okay. I mean, this is like this fool getting like free counseling and shit. You feel me? Energetically, like I'm transmuting shit in the ethers. That's what transmutation actually is about. A group or family is working to keep y'all separated. Yeah, to keep me separated from this Page of Wands energy. Someone that is faithful, someone that served other people, so they operate in a sense of humility. They are younger in age or personality. They desire to make everyone else happy, so they give sacrificial love. What are we gonna eat, boo? I don't know. What you want to get? Karmics know how to wear mask of innocence. Oh yes, he definitely wears one of those. Proudly. Who has a Ace of Swords birthday? So somebody significant that has a January 13th birthday. Is this Capricorn energy? Yes, Capricorn. So they must have a King of Swords, Five of Wands energy. Their birthday is January the 1st. There could be also somebody with a January 13th birthday, February the 11th, March the 9th, April the 7th, May the 5th, June the 3rd, July the 1st. So these are all Ace of Swords. So I don't know if they're trying to let me know, like, I'm going to be meeting an Ace of Swords man. I don't know. But I channeled that card. Nelly. Oh my gosh. Nelly. So this man operates in the Nelly energy. He's jealous. It's got to be so because it's here twice. He's jealous and he never had someone care for him and they carry an evil eye. Yes. So it's like, yeah, he envies my light. He evils my connection with the Most High. Yeah. So this is from the movie Wuthering Heights. So you guys can go watch that Wuthering Heights. Jealousy came up out of here twice. Like, that's crazy. Oh, we supposed to be going on ahead and finishing it with a... Because I was trying to remember, like, I was supposed to be finishing with a certain deck. We were supposed to be finishing with the cards, Goddess of Love. Ten of Swords. You mustn't free... Ow! You mustn't flee from your emotions, but instead use them to find the true essence of your desires. Gemini energy. Remember, we talked about the Saturn and Gemini. Mine is in the 5th house. His is in the 1st house. Okay, so which one can we get? Uh-oh. Here goes some each one teach ones back here. I didn't even see. I don't know. We might be ending with the each one teach ones. I didn't even... Yeah, Ashley started making them big. It's a little shadowy, y'all. Y'all see the little shadowy? And the lights is on. That's energy is... okay. It's a little shadowy, like, a little ambience of shadow right there going on. I see it. Swatting Jezebel flies off your body and mind that aim to manipulate, control, bypass the boundaries of your spiritual hygiene. See? And that raid, bugs, disease. The opposition showed up before you did. Whoo, child. Hey, that shows like since birth, baby, they've been waiting on you. I live by the God. I'm telling y'all, I live by the golden rule. Luke 6:31. Do to others as you would have them do unto you. I didn't even realize I had started making some big each one teach ones. So we need some more of them made so we can build some shit up. She had to get an erection for her success before she reached her climax. Tell you I had to fight all my life. I had to fight. Echo chamber, a state of spiritual stagnation and egoic entrapment. The 4 core spiritual meanings of an echo chamber. Ooh. So now, how you doing, Ruby Gray? I've been seeing the name Ruby a lot in my energy too. And then I just watched Go Tell It on a Mountain, and Ruby Gray was actually in there. Isn't that interesting? That's interesting. Isn't that lady named Ruby Gray? Yeah, that was in Crooklyn. Well, how you doing? So, echo chamber, a state of spiritual stagnation and egoic entrapment, the 4 core spiritual meanings of an echo chamber. We will be speaking on this on the next Psychic Intuitive Counseling session, guys. I told y'all I can't wait till I go to my Each One Teach Ones. I can't wait. So I don't know if I'm going to use the spelling oracles with these or what. But I'm excited. So, boo, get ready to make me some more of these big ones. Big ones. Because y'all know I got the small ones, too. This is how I wanted them to do, but she didn't start making them into big ones, so. Okay, but it's not that many to really... Please get it in your heart to order me a 3-pack of these. What is the purpose of that damn gray thing there? Because it looked like it's taking up room for me to have more.
You got all your folders and stuff.
Oh, Lord, I need my office back. I just need my office back. Ooh, a nice big living room, office space for you to work in and me to work in. Like I said, my bedroom is big enough for me to have that little nook where I can like put my legs up and everything. But I don't know. I don't want it in my bedroom because I'm already working in my bedroom.
Right.
Maybe if it's a little space in
it. We gonna have the office set up. Your desk and my desk can be in.
No, you work from home talking to customers. There's no way that I'm gonna be up working at the same time. You gonna be like, okay, so what was the doctor's name? So yeah, that motherfucker thought he was gonna come over here. How is that gonna look? Yeah. They were like, hello? Okay, well, baby, she said, Bobby, we got room for your office, my office. Like, no, we can't do that, y'all. Okay, so echo chamber. Girl, why you put this down here, girl? So let me pull all this up, y'all. Oh, I love this part. This is my favorite part. When I can clear my board. Hold on. Get back over here into the office. When I can clear my board like that and then take all this like this here. I love this. Is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Y'all, I had to go ahead and tell my daughter I'm going to have to use her big tray. And this is my favorite part right here. This one I know that the Psychic Intuitive Counseling session is coming to an end. When I do this... And then my daughter get the fun part. Like how when you make a cake and she get the bowl. Well, she get to put all these up in there proper. That's why I really want to get my shelf just like perfectly in alignment. So I can put in my order cache. I'm gonna need the oracle da 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 da. And then I want to have like a customized stand for everything that I worked with to have it all set up. But right now we've been doing good at the bed with the bed offices. The bed office. Okay, this echo chamber. Let me pull that up for tomorrow. Try to just look at the lessons plans for tomorrow. Ooh, we about to go into the each one teach one. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Okay, so ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna need some more of these cards to be made so I can get some each one teach ones. We're gonna be doing that, making cards at the same time, I feel. So I already got it pulled up. And it was talking about the 4 core spiritual meanings. All right, we got it. We got it. We got it. So we will be on it. We'll be on it. We'll be on it. So let's go ahead and end with a Goddess of Love Oracle. Let me try to add these because these are short and round and these are square. So I don't know how I'm going to add it in there, but we're going to try to add it in there. Yeah, that's the best way to do a Goddess of Love Oracle is just use a photograph, child, because I got different photographs, photo art. For some reason, this is my pink era. Yep. So let's try to mix them in, even though those are short and round. Ooh, be careful, be careful. That's what message is going to go ahead and summarize. Oh, there it is. A meeting of the minds is like 2 brains having an orgasm. Somebody got to initiate intercourse. I like it. That is a beautiful way to end the intuitive counseling session, and I will repeat it. A meeting of the minds is like 2 brains having an orgasm. Somebody got to initiate intercourse. Author Elizabeth ZAHNAE. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. If you did, click out, click in. If you watching this on the playback, thank you, friend. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe. Y'all know I've been fighting to get my footing here on YouTube and try to make me a little, little coins on the side. So as it shows right now, I ain't making no coins. So if you would love to send me a, if you would like to, what they call that? Exchange energies with me here at Still Elizabeth. You can send me a love offering to help further my ministry and buy myself more cards, do all the stuff that I'm going to be doing. Thank you so much. And that can be done at PayPal at Goddess, GODDESSOV as in Victor, Love, Goddess of Love at PayPal. Love you guys. Until the next time I rise, go in peace. Be blessed.